CASHAPP.
What's the status, String?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
My mother always raised me to operate on respect. I learned to stay calm, people's ignorance I deflect. It's okay to be wrong, I'm not always correct. I have to obtain patience, my balance is key. It's very important to balance out my chi. God and Satan, good and evil, reside in me. When it comes to the Bible, they speak allegorically. God is the energetic source, and you are the temple. For the soul to experience the physical, your flesh is the rental. As I look within and speak to my higher self, while people look outward for saviors and help. The throne of God is within your skull, under your scalp. The pineal gland is a crystallized beacon. Your voice ejects sound, your eyes project what you're seeking. Your spine emits electricity, same as a Tesla coil. We can use Earth's energies that we kill over oil. All those foreign entities that occupying our soil. The Committee of 300 to stabilize our country, keeping us in debt, slaving for valueless money. It's called freedom, cause if you think you're free, you a dummy. We need a revolution while we live in revelation. Monsanto sprays pesticides on crops and vegetation. Pay attention to the grips and symbolism of the Masons. Donald Trump's a dark magician who tricked the entire nation. While the police extort, harass, and collect, they say they protect and serve for the one world global net. The real terrorists broadcast on your TV set, convincing the masses that there is some outer threat. Falling for the okie doke, later you will regret. The all-seeing eye cameras never blink or miss a step. We live on a battleground between heaven and hell. Always watch what you speak, cause when you speak you cast spells. There was cymatic healing from the sound of bells. Look at the elite, they worship L's light. Warlocks and wishes, they gather at midnight. Warming up for 3 a.m. the blood ritualistic type. People are so lost, they vote for their oppressor. When people stand the ground, we're called the aggressor. I stick to my plan to accomplish my endeavor. It's the calm before the storm and then heads will sever. Fuck the government.
I'm the cook, I'm the cook.
Keep an arsenal, yeah, my gun is remarkable. Busted shots at the cardinal, now they calling inaudible. Killing all of them, evil people, intolerable. Didn't mean the start of your blast, turn the particle. My apocrypha, summon my inner Asura. Unlocking my chakra, flipping over your Akira. And I'm accurate, sniper rifle was damaging. Blast as fast as a sassacus, cause his ass was a pacifist. Yes, I mastered this, leave you frozen like mannequins. Now the masses is panicking, turning evil like Anakin. Call the coroner, aftermath of a warrior. Whooping your ass like Morpheus, kill streak was so glorious. I'm the pinnacle, grind your ass in the minerals. No need for subliminals, government is the criminals. I'm the general, revolution, the miracle. The code is reppin', that's unpredictable. Motherfucker.
Those weapons of mass destruction gotta be somewhere.
On the world stage, pushing weapons of mass destruction. The only weapon is the voice speaking mass deception. CGI planes inserted on 9/11. The Patriot Act inserted, all rights have been suspended. Black magic magicians with malicious intentions keep casting your votes for puppets pre-selected. Pre-planned pandemic with experimental injections. Contractual consent keeps farm under full protection. FDA allows cancerous dyes to pass inspection. It's $1 trillion profit, keeping us in sickness. Hypocrites under Hippocratic oath is so sickening. Speaking food for thought, using my freedom to express. Until I strike a nerve, then I'm censored, I digress. Elite created the rules and board on this game of chess. Israel pulls the strings, I'm not surprised or impressed. I'm just buying time until it's time to suppress the noise with the silence, so we sentence you to death. Convicted of treason, I let the gallows do the rest.
The decision of one man to launch a wholly unjustified and brutal invasion of Iraq.
What is good? If anything is good. What is good? I don't know. I was told it's good. What's up, Candy? Chilster Deluxe. Minta Kazoo. That name, man. Minta Kazoo. Man, I haven't been live all week, right? After that shit show the other day. What a shit show that was. We needed some toilet paper. Oh. I was chilling with my little buddy today. I found the babies. But unfortunately, I don't know if they're all alive. That's the sad part. Oh, that's right. Hold on. This stupid thing, man. It always makes me crop the pictures. I don't know why. I'm surprised it didn't boot me out. All right, here we go. This poor little guy was hurt, man. I didn't know what to do. I was walking home about an hour ago, and this guy was just chilling at the porch where I seen the babies at. I was walking by and I look, and the little guy was sitting there. I'm like, yo. He didn't run or nothing. I walked right up to him. He got a fly on his nose. He was hurt. I don't know if he got hit or what happened to him, but he was chilling with me for a while. And I was petting him, even though he tried to bite me at first, but he realized that I was cool and we were chilling. And then some other ding dong walked up to me and he ran under the porch. Because animals aren't stupid. They could sense fear or bad in people. I wanted to give him something to eat, but I wonder if his family's alive under that porch. Because I know the mother's dead. She got hit by a car. Because people are fucking savages. What is that, a gopher? That's what the guy said, a gopher. He's got like little black leather hands. I thought it was a groundhog myself, but the guy said it was a gopher, yeah. Because they were under this porch, and then All right, the mother got hit. The next day, I was walking up the street. I seen 3 little babies. They ran under the porch, but they were bigger than this guy. This guy was small compared to the other ones I seen. They were bigger. So I don't know, but son, he had like dirt in his nose. I wanted to clean it out, but he kept trying to like he put up his defense mode, which I don't blame him. But for him to still sit there and chill with me, he didn't run or nothing. He was just chilling. But after a while, he stopped trying to bite me. He just chilled. But yeah, the flies were landing on him. It's like that ain't good. If flies are landing on him, I hope he don't die. And I didn't want to call no fucking vet place because they just put him to sleep. They don't do shit, as far as I know. Maybe they would have helped him, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's one awesome little guy. I wanted to take him home. If I would have had, a lot of property, I would have took him home. But I don't have property. It's a marmot. It's not a gopher. Yeah, he has little black feet. They look like little leather feet. Because I seen a video of one of these guys, but he was bigger. And this guy was feeding him chips in the park. It came right up to the guy. A marmot. I never heard of a marmot. That's interesting. There's all sorts of wild animals, which is weird. Huh. I've seen wild rabbits. And I'm like, where are these animals coming from? And marmots now. And then turkey vultures. Like, where the fuck do these turkey vultures come from? Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, that's odd to me. Like, where do they come from? Turkey vultures. Like, they just, I don't know. And there's a lot of them too, these turkey vultures. They're always circling this area. So I thought cars were hitting these animals. I thought too, maybe these turkey vultures are eating them. They're just swooping down. Because that's who ate the mother. The vultures were annihilating it. They were just picking at it. That's what the government is, turkey vultures. All right, my bad. Varmint. Huh? They all fit into the squirrel family. Interesting. They do look like groundhogs a little bit too. Man, I wonder why the flies are flying all over him. Poor little guy. I would have looked under the porch, but I should have fed him some cat food. Makes good hats. Yeah, you could scan pictures too. And yeah, I got a military hat that has I think it's rabbit fur. But that motherfucker's warm. Yeah, those babies ain't gonna stand a chance, man. If the vultures are out, I'll shoot a vulture in its face. But people around here are cop callers. I got neighbors, these women, they're always opening their door. One lives on the third, one lives on the second, and one lives on the first, and they're always yelling at each other, opening the door. They're fucking retarded, man. I think people nowadays are just gone retarded. They'll argue with each other and call the cops. I'm like, yo, these people are funny, man. I hate cop callers. That's why I don't talk to none of the neighbors. They're all cop callers. All of them. They think the cops are like gonna protect them or something. And I don't like cop callers. They're the type that will start something with you, and then when you stand your ground, say they hit you and you slap the soul out of them, they'll call the cops and be like, they're them type of people. That'll start with you and then call the cops. I think I live in an insane asylum. Do 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 do. I'm gonna call the cops today. That's what we'll do. What's up with the UK, man? I heard they're flipping out on the cops. I was excited to see that. Hey, Tommy, you know, that fucking cops let that dude bleed out, yo. What scumbags, man. Like, what the fuck's going on in this world? It seems, the police will do anything a government official tells them, even if it's against morality. Like, it's disgusting, the world we live in. I fucking hate cops. Hate is a strong word, but it fits perfectly when it comes to me and the police. There's not one good cop on the face of this earth. Not one. Zero. Zilch. It was awesome to see the people whooping the police ass. Because police are soft. They're only strong when they're in groups. And when they have guns and weapons on them. Other than that, they're pussy. Just found out about it the other day. Last year. One time in my life, a cop looked out for me when he could have fucked me over. One time. When I had put a different plates on my car because I had to go to work. So they were for my red Buick, and I put them on a black. I forgot what kind of car I had. It was a black something. I thought I was slick, but anyway, I didn't live far either. I mean, my job wasn't far. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts as a baker. So I had to be to work at 4 a.m., but the cop pulled behind me and ran the plates. And when I pulled into work, he pulled in behind me and he goes, take that car home right now. He let me slide when he could have got my shit towed. I told him I'll take it home after work. He let me slide, but that's it. My whole life, one time. And the only reason I think he let me slide too is because I was private property, the parking lot. So what could he do? But anyway, I still don't think he was a good cop. He just didn't want to do paperwork. Yeah, I never made the donuts, but they would drop, the truck would be there, I think at like 3:30, and I had to be there at 4. They gave Chuck the keys of the store. Oh shit, that rhymed. I should write that down. But it was like 2 trays of donuts and all sorts of shit, and I had to. You know how when you go in Dunkin' Donuts, they got all the shit in order. I had to put all that in order, and then make all the coffee. I had to prepare everything by 5 a.m. Everything. All the ice shit, everything, man. It was crazy. But once you learn everything, it's simple. It's like fucking cakewalk. Once I learned everything, it was like nothing, man. That goes with anything in life. Yeah, now it's illegal to be homeless, I'm hearing. The homeless rate is climbing every day in New Britain, Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, all in Connecticut. I'm finding out the New Britain mayor's under investigation for embezzlement, all sorts of shit. This fucking cunt has been robbing the tax money of New Britain, using our tax money to pay for her children's school, using our tax money to go shopping for clothes and to go out to eat $1,000 dinners. Like, yo, this shit's wild, man. It ain't shit gonna happen to her, and they never get in trouble. They just continuously fucking rob us blind, man. You know, if we did something like that, we would be fucked. No wonder New Britain's went to shit. All of Connecticut went to shit, man. All these mayors are crooked in Connecticut. People ever get bored, do some research, man. You'll find thousands of fucking mayors and governors just robbing people blind. Embezzlement, all sorts of shit. I'm gonna pull it up. All right, it says right here. It says a law firm investigating former New Britain Mayor Erin Stewart said she may have committed fraud, embezzlement, and other crimes using taxpayer money. Back to what I was saying before I was interrupted. I wish I could share this, but these fucking mayors are always under investigation. Embezzlement. I wonder what she was in for embezzlement. I wonder if it's going to say. Because I remember the governor of Connecticut was under investigation for embezzlement with Tilcon and Manafort construction companies. It says the report looked at separation payouts, pension issues, and tuition reimbursement. Wow. During time in office from 2013 to 2025, at the direction of New Britain Mayor Bobby Sanchez, the law firm was retained to independently look into how Stewart handled the city's finances. Wow. Yo, these people are just robbing us. No wonder this city is garbage, man. Investigators said Stewart knew that she was doing was wrong and against city and state law. They noted that she got angry when challenged. Wow. And she's trying to run for the governor of the state. She's gonna run. And if she wins, that's wild. That's wild, yo. What's this? Is this the oh, okay. This is the lawsuit right here. You know, the people should be getting paid. She's been robbing the people blind. But we won't see a dime of that, you know? She's paying her kids tuition, buying clothes. Yo, that shit's wild, man. And these are the people want to vote for their next oppressor, the next thief. Don't worry, Chuck. This one will help us better than the last one. That's what my friends tell me. You gotta vote, man. You gotta vote. It's the only way to make things better. How about we line them up and shoot them? That would be even better. That'll solve the problem. Extermination. These people get away with way too much. Way too much. SOS, same old, same old. Same old shit. That's what SOS stands for. Same old shit. We got to put a doo-doo emoji with some toilet paper rolls. That would be a nice emoji, would be toilet paper rolls. That would be nice. It amazes me, man. It really does. Like, that this cunt is going to run for fucking governor. That's amazing. And then it said when people challenged her, she got angry. Wow. Huh. I always wondered, that $1 billion data center, it was supposed to be finished by now. All they did was put in the fucking data things. That's it. All the rest of the buildings are never finished. They were never even. It makes me wonder. These people are embezzling money. And whenever the mayor, whenever she was in office, she would promise all, like when they knocked down Pinnacle Heights, one of the biggest projects, all these people lost their homes. I remember when they knocked the projects down. There was at least 40 or 50 buildings that were knocked down. All these people lost their homes. And then I remember seeing a sign saying, oh, it's going to bring jobs to the New Britain people. Never brought a single job to anybody. It brought jobs to Massachusetts. The people came from another state to work. And then they did the same thing with this data center. They said, oh, it's going to bring jobs to the New Britain people. What a fucking lie that is. Man. I guarantee you nothing's going to happen to that cunt. I bet you. Nothing. She won't do it. She won't spend a second in jail. They'll sweep it under the rug, and life goes on. They only talk about it because they're making it look like they're going to do something about it. That's the only reason they talk about it. To make it look like, oh, we're going to do something about it. Yeah, okay. I wonder what the embezzlement was. I got to look further into this. I wonder where she was embezzling money. I wonder if she was selling cocaine or something. My friend told me that I think she went to New Britain High, man, but this was after me. She's younger than me, but her father, Timothy Stewart, was a fireman and then he became mayor. He was decent, I guess. But I heard she got ran through by the fucking football team. That's what my buddy over here at the store is telling me, man. He said she got ran through by the whole football team. Damn! Like, man, that's wild to have that on your jacket, yo, to be remembered as a slore. You know what a slore is? A slut and a whore in one. A slore. Imagine that. Yo. You're remembered for being a slore. It would be funny if someone went up to her, hey, remember that time they ran train on you in the back of the fucking school? You got herpes and all this other shit. They had data centers for a very long time. Most of the older ones are like fortified bunkers. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Even missile strike resistance. Yeah, there used to be a missile silo here. It was called the Nike base. And Mount Pleasant projects. I'm learning all this stuff as I research New Britain, Connecticut, that where pygmy villages, I've talked about that before. It used to be in the 60s, I think it was, in the 70s. I'll have to look it up again. I want to do a video on it. It was a Nike silo base, and there was a lot of Nike bases in Connecticut because that wasn't the only one. But anyway, when I would go up there, I couldn't find evidence of it being any silo unless they buried it. But yeah, there was a missile site up there on the mountain top. I think it's called Rattlesnake Mountain. And Mount Pleasant was the military housing. Now it's a shitty project that's roach infested and it's terrible. Pinnacle Heights was a good project, but it no longer exists. They knocked it down to put some stupid fucking. Everyone lost their home for. I don't even know what that place is. New Britain sold the people out as usual. New Britain said, I don't know what company it is. I have to look into it, but it's obvious they offered New Britain money, and New Britain said, fuck you guys. You ain't gonna have no home anymore. We're gonna level the projects and put a stupid fucking building up. That's how the government does people. It's a fucking joke. I wonder what they're gonna do with homeless people. You know, I think about that. If it's illegal to be homeless, they're raising the rent everywhere so people can't pay it. I wonder if this is part of their plan for the digital ID. I wonder if they're doing this to back people into a corner. Yeah, that post you put, Candy, was funny as hell with the alien and the TV. Yeah, I really don't pay attention to much either, but it really don't matter. Like, you know, it really don't matter how we feel or what we think until we can do something about it. What does it matter talking about it? It ain't solving shit. I've been trying to speak out for almost 10 years now, and what has it done? Where have we gone? I think we're running in place. There's been no solutions, nothing. I think we've went backwards. They've built a digital prison since then. They've put cameras everywhere. Now digital ID's next. Then the dollar will be gone. And yet, nothing. There's no unity. Shit, the UK has more unity. You know, they're cutting cameras down and they're whooping the police ass. In the US, you hear crickets. You know, when the New York Knicks, when the championship game, they're fucking dancing around New York, flipping cars. But then when you tell people about digital prison and data centers, you hear crickets. It's a fucking joke. I just seen in New York City, the Knicks won last night, and they were in the streets by the thousands. And I'm like, wow, what a joke. What a joke. That goes to show me who's waking up. When you got 600,000 people in the streets going nuts over their team winning. Oh, it's good. What's good, SIRDROP? You know, I thought we were like getting somewhere until I seen that. I was like, God damn. There's probably more. There's probably 1 million people out there. And they're just going nuts over a fucking sports team. But if the government went on TV and said, all your rights have been suspended, people would just be nothing. They would be quiet. They wouldn't flip a car. They wouldn't even fart. They would just be content. Okay, no problem. We got to stay inside. All right, how long? Oh, man. Am I living in the Twilight Zone? Do 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 do. That's wild, Minty Kazoo. Bitty bitty bing bong. Right upside your dome piece. Man, I haven't seen SIRDROP in a minute. Will the sun burn forever? Shit. Probably. When I'm dead and gone, it'll still be burning or whatever it does. Burns. I don't even know what the sun is, truthfully. I would hope so. Because without the sun, I wonder, it would probably be so cold here without the sun. Everything would cease to exist, maybe. It would freeze. Damn, imagine they could turn the sun off. It would be fucked. We'd have to go underground. That's what I think. The sun's electric. So is the universe. But the question is, how come the higher you rise, the less you see the stars? That's very interesting to me. Why are all these people building underground bunkers? I think the sun is one of those, like you're saying, wireless electric. I think it's, you ever see those metal balls? That didn't sound right. But anyway, you know how anyway, I gotta pull the pictures up. Let me see if I can find them. I doubt it. I got so many pictures. I'll be here for eons. Let me see if I can find it. I hope I didn't erase them. Hit the link, SIRDROP, if you got time. Let me see if I can find this, man, because it'll make more sense. I hope I didn't erase these fucking pictures, man. Because I think, personally, the sun is one of these wireless, see if I can find it. Do, 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 do. Oh, God, I might be here for eons. Let's see. No. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Shit. Hold on. I gotta let drop up. What's good, drop? All right. Now I gotta go back. What's good, drop? It's been a minute.
Shit, cool and out, cool and out. I know one thing, the sun ain't the source that heats the world up. It's it's
That's
one
a
of the
good point.
sources. It's one of the sources. Like if you Google when is the sun closest to the earth, it's in December, it's in the winter, and that's when it's
Yep.
the coldest on the earth. And when you go up and in the air, it gets colder the closer you get to the sun. So
Isn't that
now I know this,
interesting?
but I do know the sun does something because you can feel it get cooler when the clouds pass in front of the sun. You know how it be warm when the sun peak out, but when it ain't out of the cloud, it get cool again. Or like a magnifying glass, how you can set something on fire. So the sun is doing something, but I think it got a lot to do with the cold front and warm front and heat wave and shit like that that goes around the planet that brings the seasons. I think
There's
it got a
something in
lot
the
to do with
ground
that.
too that helps keep it warm. It's like something in the ground.
But then look, they say the center of the earth is hotter than the sun, right? But when you dig further you go down in the earth, the cooler it gets. It don't be mathing. You know what I mean?
A lot of stuff they
Seem like,
tell us is bullshit, you know?
or it might just be an explanation we don't know yet. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
A phenomenon.
That is true. It's like the higher you go, the colder it gets, even if you're going towards the sun, which is very interesting. I
And
thought the
for it,
higher you would go, the warmer it would get, especially closer to the sun. Even in the summertime, the top of mountains got snow on it.
yeah, that's interesting. But just let it sink in that the summer, in the winter, the sun is closer to the earth than in the summer. So that should tell
Man,
you it's something else going on.
I can't find these pictures. I know there's people in the back. Hold on, give me a second. 'Cause if I leave this, I'm gonna have to start over. Here it is. Bam. I got one. Uh, anyway, I'll just have to use this one. This will have
Now,
to
when I
do.
was,
What?
go ahead, you got
Oh,
it.
go ahead.
No, you
You
done
see
found
this
the
right here,
picture of,
drop? You
yeah,
see
it look
how
like an
you know the
eyeball.
symbol of the sun from the ancestors got a circle with a dot in the middle? Now you know with a camera, when you look at the sun, it has a little black dot in the middle of it. I wonder if that's
Yeah.
one of those free energy Tesla balls that create the sun.
Now, y'all know China launched the sun that lasted for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It only lasted like an hour though, but they had launched the same thing that the sun supposed to be made out of. Yeah, they put it up in the air and then it fizzled out. I don't know if it's a hoax or not, or fake news, but you can Google it and all that. It lasted like an hour.
What's up, Max?
Hey, how you doing?
Shout out to Max, man. That was good.
And
See if they drop.
You want to know what they told
Dawn.
me?
Hi.
What's up,
Go ahead,
dog?
drop. My bad.
You want to know what they taught me when I was a kid? All right, here's how the sun fuels itself. That's what they taught me. I don't believe none of it, but it makes sense. All right. They say that the planets rotate around the sun, and every year each planet move an inch in its orbit. So like Mercury is gonna move into the sun, which is gonna fuel the sun. Mars is gonna be in our orbit. So this is why we're gonna have to jump back to Mars because we're in a perfect orbit. So as all the planets rotate, this is what fuels the sun. This is what they taught me in like 1989. Yeah, but that's what they was using the space and all that. But the planets is supposed to be the thing that fuels the sun. So Mercury on fire, pretty soon it's gonna go into the sun and help fuel it. all the other planets. Then Pluto gonna come back in the orbit. Everything gonna skip a whole line, and this is what changes the world. I don't believe it, but hey, they taught me this shit, so they
Hey,
was
I
doing some
like
type of
different
research.
theories. I like it. It's interesting. So it goes into the sun, and the sun takes fuel from it, or something like that.
Exactly. And they saying this is why the world gonna end by fire, because as we're getting closer to the sun, pretty soon the sun gonna smack Earth too.
Oh,
Suck that into its thing. You know what I mean? So that's when they be like, yeah, the Earth world gonna end by fire this time. Reason why it ended by water the first time is because of the sun, and this was a big snow cap. So they say this where you get the ice wall. So now the sun is melting the water, and the water is causing the flood. The precipitation goes in the air and make it rain for too much straight. It's how they looking at things. But like I said, man, we'll never know. So when somebody say they know, they don't know nothing. But it's a good way to look at things in all different perspectives. That's how you learn.
yeah.
D-drop, this is what I'm talking about. When you take a camera and you look at the sun, it's got the black ball at the center of the sun. Now, did the ancestors know? Because this is the symbol of the sun right here.
That's a
And
feature
then
of modern. That's a feature of modern cameras and sun photography.
I
That's
don't
an
know.
eyeball.
Yeah,
It look like an
that's the
eyeball to
actual.
me.
That's the camera doing that.
So why would the sun be a symbol just like that? That's pretty interesting. I think the
In case
sun
they
has
had cameras,
That's
but
also the
they might
symbol of
have
gone
they might
home.
have had they might have had cameras though.
Yeah,
I bet you they
Chuck.
did.
that's the
Yeah,
symbol
that's
for
how they
going
know.
home too. Is sun our home maybe? Because that's a symbol
And
for when you're in the woods
the
and you
eye
get lost. You put that symbol on the ground, and that means that you've gone home.
No.
that is dope. Straight up. And it's an eyeball and it's a navel.
Yeah,
It's a lot of things.
yeah.
Because even this is
I did a
interesting.
comparison. I did a comparison of the sun and the earth because on the earth they say that there are different layers of our atmosphere, right? And what they fucking do is like it's pretty uh, kind of cool down here on the planet, and then as you go up, it gets hotter, then it gets cooler, and then it gets hotter again. So I was wondering if the sun did the same thing, like if it was its
That,
hottest on the outside, and then it got cooler like the Earth on the inside. So there could be a planet in there and people.
that's
I don't know.
interesting.
True. Yeah.
Hey, if you looking at this picture, don't it look like you're looking through a glass into another world? It seemed like that would be
Yeah.
like a whole portal, like how I got the orb going around the sun.
Yeah.
It looked
Yeah.
like that's a different world, and on the outside of it would be the glass we looking through with a hole in the glass. It just seemed like, because what would be that to make it do that, because it is surely a AI, to make a circle a perfect circle. Now, my flat earthers, I'm on y'all side, but that's an atmosphere right there we looking at, and that's a perfect circle. So now it's safe to say that the Earth flat, but not the world. The world, that's a world we looking at right there, and that shit is perfectly round.
I think we're in the cosmic egg.
Do they call it a
That's
world
my
because it
opinion.
rolls around?
Exactly, Chuck. That cosmic egg, the
Yeah.
snow globe. Yeah.
I was
One
wondering if
thing
they
I
call
don't.
it the world. Do they call it the world because it whirls? I don't know.
What?
No, because the reason why they call it world is in scripture, right? You got the God El, right? Now the first thing created was the word. Now when you add the God El
Interesting.
in front of the devil, you put the L in front of the D, you get world. So first was the word, then the God L, and then the devil fell. That's how I always broke the word
I
world
thought
down.
world meant like whirl meant spin, so world
No,
means the
that's a
spinning.
world. That's without the
Whirlwind, like
devil. That's
whirlwind.
now
The
add the
whirlwind.
devil to it. Now
Yeah.
add the devil to world. And when you put that D on the end, world gonna be world. There's just no way around it when you add the. I don't know. I'm pulling this shit out my ass as we talking, and I'm letting the
It's okay,
ancestors
me
talk.
too.
But
It's fun.
yeah, they like to let the ancestors
I
talk.
I have lots of ideas, but I know very little. Right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Big
what I
fact.
think. Like I think
I
evil is caused by man, to be honest.
I think that the ancestors
Yeah,
and
man, there's evil.
I think that the ancestors and the people in power are the only one that know the truth, and we all ignorant
What's
because
up,
we
Naga, man? Where you
Yeah,
been,
and you
man?
can tap into it.
salute,
My
salute.
bad, Naga. I
Even
forgot he even was on here. He's quiet all the time, Naga.
Maybe they know, maybe they don't know, eh? You don't know.
I
you can
think we all.
certainly tap into it.
I think we just ignorant. It's not that we don't know. We just refuse to know because we take things that's useful that in other culture and other point of view, and we sweep them to the side. We send them to the side. We sweep them. We dodging them, and we trying to get to something that rely on the thing that we send into the side. So the ancestors didn't do that. They put everything together, right? And even though we know the proverbs, we know together we are strong, divided we fall, but we still do that with the information. We still take the information and compartmentalize it, like science does.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mentalize
you
it, you mean?
fall. You fall when you divide it, when you not united with the people you divided with. Oh my God. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to y'all though. I'm about to step down, Chuck. I gotta throw my mom a surprise birthday party and shit. So timing gotta be perfect with this shit.
Sure, man. Thanks for coming up. It's been a minute, man. Come through more often.
No, I'll be peeking through, man. I'll be peeking through, man. But I'll be. I don't know. Like right now, I want to ask Naga what the hell he got against HOTC. He was talking
Oh
crazy, but this
shit.
ain't the place for it. It ain't the place for it.
Now I go live, you can go live. I'll come on your channel whenever you go
I
live.
need to
I'm gonna
know.
come. Yeah, we need to
I
get to
think.
it. You heard?
What
We def
happened, man?
we
Somebody disrespected you?
You
no.
can't
It's not.
you
I
can't
don't
go
think
against
nobody.
HSBC, man.
I don't think nobody disrespect me. I think that HOTC got disrespected, and everybody just stay there, and just let it white be disrespected. I was the only one that stand, and at some point you was right there with me, but you just go with the disrespect, and not just you, like everybody else that popped out right from HOTC, they just going along as if that HOTC is not being disrespect, as if that we ain't the one that that started this whole shit. Like niggas supposed to put some respect on our name, right? So this
I
is my
mean,
thing.
that's what they gonna do. If you anybody or somebody, they gonna hate on you.
No, I'm saying this is my stance away, from HOTC, right? Because HOTC is not what niggas make it look to be. It's what I'm holding on to.
I don't know. No, it would seem like we had did something. And you would be the one. It's like almost a It's almost like
Nah, nigga, that was that
you
was
was
that
the
was
one. Listen. What you
yeah.
just said, and the reason, the problem you got with it, you literally did that though. You
Did what?
disrespected HLTC, bro.
No,
You was all like, fuck them niggas. Yes, you
I
was, homie.
disrespect the niggas that disrespect HOTC. Two or three
Oh,
niggas
they
pulled up
told
on
me.
me. Two or three niggas pulled up on me on somebody else's channel, right? And they wanted to have smoke with me, and I put these niggas on their place. These niggas do not represent HOTC, period. So HOTC is stand for itself. It's the house of true consciousness. Niggas just applying it,
Oh, my
speaking
bad.
up.
I
If
had
you,
got the my
so if
bad.
you know,
I had got the wrong information. They was saying you was like, yeah, I don't fuck with them niggas. Fuck them.
no, I don't. I didn't fuck
Basically,
with them niggas that pulled up on me. Like I said, HOTC is
it
the
was
house of true
on you and
consciousness.
Yahweh. It was
No,
on
it's
you
not.
and your.
Hell no.
Cause
You
I'm like,
definitely
man, we
got the wrong
ain't never
information.
did not. But yeah, they gonna disrespect us at all times, especially when it's only 1 to 3 people fighting. They weren't disrespecting us when we had a whole team up here too.
No, bro, I'm trying
It
to tell
ain't
you, it
even
was
about.
niggas. It was niggas in HOTC, right? It was niggas like Knowledge Uprising, right? And it was
People
two
just be
other
hating.
and and it was two other people with him, right? They pulled up on me on somebody else channel. I don't want to give them, I don't want to say their
Oh, I
name.
see what you said.
I don't want to say
Your
their name
own
so they will have
people
to
had
come.
turned. Your own people had turned on you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
when they
that's
did that,
cool. You know how
so
many
so
times me and Huey P done went at it? How many times me and niggas in HOTC done had words? Bro, it's not a court. We don't gotta follow each other tooth and nail. It's just I didn't know how it was
I didn't.
fucked up. You
It's
should have
not
said
about
fuck
following each
them.
other. It's not about following each other. It's about standing inside of the house and not letting negativity inside of the house and keeping it clean. Because like I said, HOTC is the house of true consciousness, right? So we're supposed to stay inside of the house and keep it clean, right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
why we're
cool,
supposed.
man. This ain't that, Chuck don't get down like that on this shit. So we just gonna let it go. But I just thought you said fuck us. That's what I was told. I ain't know
Nah, I
you.
say fuck these niggas. I say
Now
fuck
it's
these
cool
niggas
to
that came at
say
me.
it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to say fuck anybody in HOTC. If you don't
Nah,
like
I
them,
never said
fuck
that.
them.
I said I carry
But don't
HOTC on my
say no.
chest.
That's cool. That's cool. You can do that. I'm saying don't say fuck the group. 'Cause it's gonna be in-house
I never,
fight.
bro.
It's gonna be
I will say
motherfuckers
fuck the
don't
group
like each
again.
other.
I will say fuck the group again because HOTC is not a group. So I will say fuck these niggas again. Like I said, because these niggas is not HOTC. HOTC is
So
the
who
house of
is
true
the
consciousness.
who is the 3 people? So I can get an understanding.
I don't remember. I know it's Knowledge Uprising, and I know it was the guy with the dreads. I forgot his name, right? They be together. All three other niggas that pulled up on me, they be together when Knowledge go live, right? So like I say fuck these niggas because like I said, HOCC stand on its own. It's the house. Y'all in the in or out, and these niggas prove that they was out of their house. I'm the only one inside of the house. Period. So anybody else,
Oh,
so anybody else, right? Anybody else that think they are part of the group, but that's outside of the house, I'm gonna point it out and let them know, nigga, you outside of the house, nigga, fuck you too, cause I'm inside and you can't get to me, cause I'm not letting you in.
that's cool, man. Yeah, then I
Yeah, so
heard Alma was going through it with something. I need to I'ma see what's up because in a couple of years, man, this shit gonna be way bigger than
Niggas got this shit fucked up, you
gotta get
heard?
our shit together, bro. Gotta
they
get it
just be
together.
hating. That's all.
But I'm here. You
No,
heard?
but
I'm
he's
here.
saying it's in house, and I ain't know it was in house. Yeah,
No,
that's crazy. It's a lot of in-house division going on.
Yeah, it's other people that's coming in, like you kids from the block, and that's coming in and getting shit. As if shit wasn't already settled, shit wasn't already stand what it is, right? So you got new kids on the block that's coming in instigating shit and trying to start shit.
New kids on the. Did you just say new kids on the block?
Yeah, I said,
That was
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Shout out to Naga.
I
I
saw
only
them in
brought it up because
commercials.
I ain't talked to you since I heard the shit. But I mean,
I'm just
and you
saying,
can say fuck HOTC. I mean, ain't no, just fuck niggas, fuck us. It ain't shit. I'm just saying, everybody stand alone in this motherfucker, and you got a
and I'm
couple
the
allies, and
True.
you gonna have enemies within one organization. All the
and I'm the
Marines
only
don't
one.
like each other.
Listen, I don't care
Mhm.
about the niggas that stand alone because I'm inside of the house. Like I said, HOTC is the house of subconsciousness. How many times I gotta say it's a motherfucking house? So I don't care how many
But
people
even
stand on
that,
their own, right? But I'm inside
but
of the house. I'm
Right,
standing
right.
but
inside of
even
the house.
even HOTC, you don't even gotta make it. You make it mean what you want it to mean. Like for me, it's
True.
No, it's
holders of the
already mean what it
chakras.
is. It's already mean what it
No,
is. It's the house of
oh, oh,
subconsciousness.
no. It's also the
Hero the
holders
Nah,
of
chakra.
the
you
chakras.
can't make it what
Yeah.
you could do that and stand on your own with that. That's cool with you. That's cool with
If
anybody
we,
that do that.
if
That's cool
we,
with anybody that do
I
that.
can
But it's
make it.
already meant
Yeah, I
what it
can
is.
make it, and you can too. You can make
No,
it
it's
whatever
already
you
meant what
wanted
it.
to make it.
No, what I
No, it
can do,
don't.
Mhm.
what I can do
That's
is what
what
I'm
that
doing.
nigga made it. That's that nigga
Job,
that when he
job,
first said it, that's what he meant by it.
job.
What's
These niggas that wanna make it what they wanna make it is cool. What I'm doing is standing on what
I
is
make
already
it what
meant.
they want to make it. What they want to make it is. It is what it is. It's
All right,
everybody's own world. Yeah,
okay,
it's
and
their
I'm saying
own
that.
world.
Okay, and I'm saying it's cool. They can stand alone on that. But I'm saying when it comes to me, what I'm doing, I'm standing on what is already is. I don't care what niggas think they want to make it to or what they think I could make it up to. But I'm saying what is already is, I'm standing on that. And
Like I might even. You can even change it to helping out the cornballs. What I'm trying to say is, bro, the letters is what you make it. It's a reflection of you. All right, so for you, it's house of true consciousness. You standing inside the house, they outside the house. All right, cool. So now what it sound like is motherfuckers trying to play with you like you ain't part of this shit. Seem like you got offended. Like who the fuck y'all
no,
talking to,
no,
nigga?
what niggas is doing, they're playing with this shit as if this shit isn't already started, as if this shit is already what it is, and they're trying to make it into something else. And I'm here, right, the witness, right, to let niggas know that no, this shit is already is what it is, because I'm inside of the house. Y'all can't make it what y'all want to make it. Period.
So what was they trying to make it?
Like what you said, like they could take it and make it whatever they want to make it to. So I
You
don't
can't make
care.
it
I
what
don't
you
care.
want to make
I
it
don't.
to.
You just said
Or
that.
we
You just
would
said,
be a cult. We
hold
would
on.
be a cult
Hold on, bro.
if
It's
we
not a
could.
cult. It's a consciousness. It's not a cult. It's already the house of true consciousness. So how can it be a cult? It's not the house of true cult. It's the house of true consciousness. So whoever wanna make it the house of a cult, that's them. And it's not that. I'm here to let
A
them know
house
it's
of
not
a
that.
of the I mean, if they want to make it that, and then HOTC and we let them in, that's what it means. The house of the goddamn cuts. Fuck it, bro.
No,
Look,
that's
I'm
what
saying
no,
if you win,
that's
you
what it is for
win, bro.
them. They could take that
Right.
and run with it. They could
Yeah,
take
that's
that
what
and
it
run
is
with
for
it.
them. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. But don't they
Exactly.
but they cannot go.
That's
They
their
cannot what
world, bro.
yeah.
We can't tell them what to do. If they
I
at HOTC, they can do what the fuck they want to do.
listen, no, listen, I can't tell them where to run to, but I can tell them what to do inside of their house. Or
It seemed like you played the red
especially
squid card.
nah, I'm not paying
It
no rent.
seemed like
What
you
the fuck is
started
you
going
talking about?
against.
How the fuck you talking? If Red Squid was part of that too, Red Squid was part of the clique. He was part of one of the niggas that was coming at me, and I put them in the same category. What are you talking about?
Mhm.
It's not
I
sound
know
like I'm
red
doing
squid.
nothing.
Damn,
It
I
doesn't
ain't
sound
heard
like
that
Oh,
I'm.
name
okay.
in a long time.
It
Red
doesn't sound
Squid.
like I'm doing nothing, bro. It just sound like I'm standing on the original, right? It sounds like I'm saying on the originality of HOTC, and everything else is just right. It's just what's come after. Niggas can't run with it. I can't tell niggas where to go with it. But when it comes to the original, I'm gonna
I
let
would
niggas know
have to
that nah.
listen to the live because I see you got a good point. I had to hear the live. Seemed like they was hating on you and you was like, nigga, y'all got me fucked up. That's
Yeah,
what it
and the
sounded like
movement.
to
Y'all
me.
got not only got me fucked up, y'all got the whole HOTC fucked up. Thinking that is y'all. It's not y'all. You're just inside of it. You're just a part of it. But it's standing on its own. Like it's standing on it on its own. Period.
No, it's not y'all, it's us.
Listen, it's only you
Once you
when you in
said
that.
y'all, you let me know how you looking at it. So you gotta choose words carefully. Once you said it, y'all think it's y'all.
Yeah, just like I
Nah,
could think it's me
everybody
too.
think it.
Just
No,
like I could think
everybody
it's
think
me
it's
too.
us.
No, I'm saying just like I
Yeah,
could think it's
y'all
me
right.
too. And it's not.
Hey,
Hold
I
on, just like I
gotta.
could. Go ahead.
I just gotta get back on schedule of my day, man. I just wanted to ask you that. I'll do it live and we'll talk about it, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
facts.
Mhm.
y'all
I
be
pull up.
easy, though. Shout out to Chuck, man. I'm about to share this too, Chuck.
There's a link above.
All
In
right,
case you
drop.
don't see
All
Have
it.
a
right.
good day.
All
Yeah,
right,
this day.
Max. All right, Miss Lady.
Salutes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Something
Take
I'm
care.
saying about anybody is applied to me too. Is applied to me to the house, stand alone, right? Without me. This is why I'm getting this is why I get inside of the house because I understand what it means. I understand what it is, and I'm standing under the house, right? I'm standing
Mhm.
right on it
Yep.
because I understand it, right? So what I'm saying apply to me too whenever I step out. This is why I make sure I stay in it. I stay aligned.
Mhm. Huh?
But yeah, I'm gonna
What?
go with the conversation. It's not about HTC. Let's get it.
Sorry.
I
I wanted
think
to
the
read
sun
it.
is one of these. This is what I was talking about, Max. One of these balls that fell from the sky.
Yeah.
I think the sun could be one of these Tesla. One of these are like free energy. I don't know what to call it. Uh, but I know it emits free energy. If that's what we want to, for
Mhm.
lack of better words, let's
Oh
call
yeah,
it
I've
free,
seen these.
free
Yeah, it
energy.
could
Mhm.
be. Could be.
Yeah.
Some of the Anunnaki or Sumerian tablets say that the sun was constructed, or parts of it. So why not?
Yeah,
Because,
you're right.
like, what else could the sun be? It just, I used to think it was a reflection from the center, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the sun is or the moon, but they're there. It sucks
You're
that we have to, like, figure stuff out on our own because, we've been lied to about so much.
Mhm.
no, we've been accepted, so much that have nothing to do with us, right? Instead of just acknowledge them. We
Mhm.
accept them and ignore, what we already had. We still doing it with information. You probably have we could have information that we're standing on that we utilize. Soon as we get new information, we throw it away. Right? Instead of actually, put it together, orchestrate it, organize it, right? We don't know. We don't take our time to do that with information, with nothing.
Is it me or does Naga sound a little,
Yeah, this mic's a little messed up. You want to reset your mic?
Mhm.
Just toggle one of the features in the settings. Hi, Maxine.
Is it better?
yeah, that's what I was wondering if that was Marlene.
Am I
Think that's
better?
her name.
Could be.
Yeah,
Mhm.
way better.
111. Sorry, I was noticed.
Yep. Nice.
Man, I got this website called it's called Flickr,
Yep.
and
Mhm.
man, they got some really good freaking good high pixel pictures of like star forts, and it's amazing, especially on a television screen instead of a little phone. I mean, this stuff's amazing.
Mhm.
I wish I could share it to where I wouldn't borg out. Oh man, I gotta get the name.
But yeah, I think I think this reality that we have right now, how we experience it, how we see shit in the dual way, right? I think it's all connected to the Bible. I think the Bible is like the laws, right?
It's
Like
a
we call
tool
it the
book.
script. Huh?
Revelation is playing out because that's their plan.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, well, I'm not going to speak on that, but uh, something is going to reveal in 2026. Pay attention. Something is going to happen in 2026. A big thing. The World Cup.
right?
Yeah, the government is going to commit another inside job on kill their own people, like always.
Yeah, it's already happening with San Antonio and the Knicks, right? It's already happening with San
What, in the
Antonio and the
NBA
Knicks.
Finals?
Yeah, you know,
You see the symbolism in that shit.
yeah,
We got
the Knicks going to win. You feel me?
court.
And it's going to become a unstable state. You know, that's going to trigger, something here.
That's why
And the
people are dumb for fucking cheering for this shit. They don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. And then, and the meanwhile, while people gonna be going crazy, or gonna be focused on the NBA final and how it rigged on whatever on the violence or the noise around it, you got the World Cup that's gonna be going on in June.
Like what's that dude for the Spurs? Number one, he stands for the one world trade. And then you
Yeah,
got the two
Wemby,
players on the Knicks that are 9-11, 9 and number 11.
and then they call this nigga they have a nickname for this nigga, the alien.
You
You
know, the
know,
last time the Knicks and Spurs in '99 were in the playoffs, they had David Robinson and Tim Duncan. They were called what? The Twin Towers.
yeah. They basically they crashing the towers because it got exposed. So when we was talking about all the fire and shit, it's not like no mystical shit. It's not. It's just regular violence that's always been going around. We seen that it started with the head, right, with the head of the snake, right, that in 1948, this is when the system basically put a cap on itself, right? If y'all put all the movies, the Terminators and the Matrix together, y'all will see like it was a code. They was talking to each other and putting each other in code that, and y'all them know, like, look, this is the cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we built the system now. This is the cap. Everything has to be anchored, to the cap. And we're looking at today, we're like, yo, why are we so invested in, in these people over there, in Middle East? Like, what you mean? Did they head? Like, and the world understand that. We don't understand that. We don't know what's going on. But the world know what's going on. They know who the head is. Why you think they are the one that prophesize, a Messiah? Why you think they're the one that call themselves chosen? Right? Because they were chosen to be the head.
They're chosen
Right?
idiots.
So they
They're
crashing
chosen
their own.
liars.
They
They're
basically,
scum.
they're crashing out their own plane. They're sinking their own ship, right? But they're not doing it, in a way, where, they're doing it in a safe way, right? If you're in an airplane, right, and one of your engine, right, uh, uh, blown, right? You want to, your goal as a captain, if you're not going, to eject yourself, is to land the plane safely, right? So all the passengers, right, and everything in the plane, right? So this is what they're doing with the system. The system, right, basically, is crashing. So they gotta crash it, safe. They
Yep.
know what's going on. They know they got hit. They know the target have been identified, right? And know that the target, got, but they know, like I said, they know what's going on. Like I said, the ancestors and these people in the in power are the only one that know what's going on. We are idiots and ignorant because we
Yep.
ignorant what the ancestors told us by looking up to these people, and we ain't see what was going on under, you know.
Only species that pays to live. We're retarded. Sorry.
That's it.
That's what I
I want to show you.
think.
This guy does a good job at the symbolism and gematria.
Hmm.
Let's see if I could
Oh,
get
I
it to
like the
come up.
gematria. Is that the dude that does the gematria, like sports and all that? I forget what his name is.
There's a few of them. Simple Truth
Uh,
TV is one that I watch. He's really good at it.
Oh, okay.
Simple, Simple Truth TV. I don't know his real name, but then there's this other guy. He speaks in French, but I subbed to his channel anyway because you could read the closed
That,
caption. But this guy does a good job. This French guy. I'm about to play his
yeah,
video
because
right now. He really.
they're the one that passed the torch, right? When they brought the Statue of Liberty here, they passed the torch, right? And why you think they after they received the torch, why you think they went to the Caribbean, right? In 1915, right? Because they received they received the command, right? And
I can still barely hear Naga.
how if I'm
All
can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me,
is
Charlie?
right, and that's it.
I can hear him pretty
Yeah,
good, but you can't hear him that good.
yeah.
Not really.
But yeah, y'all don't have to look at it, from that perspective. But at the end of the day, it's above y'all. It's above us, right?
Let
It's
me
above
let me
me.
look at the settings.
Okay.
See.
I'm just assuming he's saying something good. I have no idea.
Naga, check this out. Check this video out.
Ce cartoon de 2016 avait prédit la mort de Kobe Bryant, avec un crash d'hélicoptère identique.
It's Kobe Bryant. Help me.
Parce que les sacrifices de sportifs font partie d'un rituel massif. Il est mort à 41 ans. Et Kyle Busch le rejoint aussi, à 41 ans. 3 jours après que Victor Wembanyama, surnommé l'Alien, ait marqué 41 points. Kyle Busch avait tourné des publicités où il se faisait enlever par des aliens pour normaliser l'idée d'abduction. Kobe Bryant avait collaboré avec Nike pour des chaussures extraterrestres. Et Wemby fait la même chose aujourd'hui avec des chaussures aliens. En Gematria, Alien est égal à 41. 1941, c'est Pearl Harbor et la construction du Pentagone, le 11 septembre, même jour que sa destruction. C'est pas une coïncidence. Pour cette finale NBA, on a le même match-up que 1999. Spurs contre Knicks à New York. Les Spurs avaient Duncan et Robinson, surnommés les tours jumelles. Maintenant, ils ont Wembanyama, numéro 1, qui symbolise la tour unique. Et son nom en Gematria équivaut à World Trade Center. Les Knicks avaient Rick Bronson, numéro 9. Cette année, c'est son fils qui porte le numéro 11. Complétion du rituel 9-11. Et Spielberg avait commencé la programmation il y a des décennies. Avec E.T., on nous apprend à accueillir l'entité. Avec la guerre des mondes, on nous montre la fin de l'humanité. Même l'affiche ressemble au trophée de la Coupe du Monde. Et maintenant, son nouveau film sort exactement entre la finale NBA et le début du mondial. Parce que le sport et le cinéma racontent la même histoire. La chute des tours et le remplacement progressif de l'humain.
It sucks it's in French, but hey.
No, I understand everything though, but it's just that I wouldn't be able to translate everything after the video. I have to pause it and translate everything, phrase by phrase. But I understand the video, what he's saying. He connect everything, to the number 41, aliens, World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, like you said, the NBA final, the two NBA finals. So that's basically what he's
Yep.
doing. And yeah, and that's basically, yeah, bro. That's basically, what I'm trying to say. They're crashing their own system. 9/11, you know. So 9/11, go back to 11. 11 is a master number. You don't add it up to a two, right?
Who's
So
got
what they
music
do?
playing in the background?
Yeah, that's not me.
Hold on. I think that's Dawn.
What? What did I do? I'm sorry, what?
Who's got music playing in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn it on. Yeah, that was me. I'm sorry.
So yeah, they 11, is a master number. So you don't add it up, you know. And when you add it up, you know, that this is when you know the system cease to exist, because the system thrive on duality, right, on
Mhm.
opposites, right, on polarities, right. So when you take the 11 and you combine it to a 2, right, so you remove the illusion of duality, of split duality, right, or split reality, or simulation. This is how they keep it doing, they keep it
That-
going. So they will,
That's a strong Masonic number too. 11,
yeah.
Mhm.
So they will,
33.
this is the
Um,
foundation.
they love 33, man. That if you see 33 in the headlines, you know something ain't right.
Three
Right?
times three
You
times
know it's a
11.
lie.
3 times 11 is 33.
Mhm.
True.
So when you take that number 3, now you see how the why the 3 is everywhere, right? In creation, in everything. The triangle, right?
Wasn't Jesus 33?
He was 30 years old.
Because there's 33 vertebrae in the spine. Hmm.
Yeah, he started his ministry at 30 and he died at 33.
Huh. You
So
see all
333.
these I think 41 in gematria. 42 in gematria is the N word. Nigger, Afro, a lot. And the crazy thing about it is the bus that goes on the north end of Hartford, where a lot of like so-called black people live. That's the black area of Hartford. Guess what bus goes to that area? Number 42. It blew my mind. I said, "You got to be kidding me, man. Is that a coincidence or?" I
Mm-mm.
don't think so.
Probably not. Nope.
So how they keep the division going, is about the winner, right?
Mhm.
Is
The
about the
what?
winner. How
The
they
The
keep it,
wiener?
winner?
how they
The
keep the
Oh, the
wiener?
winner.
division.
I thought he said wiener.
Don't talk about wieners. We'll get me started.
That's how they keep the loop going. So if you pay attention, to the NBA final, what is everybody waiting for?
I don't know.
Do you
Everybody's
think the
waiting
Knicks
for
are gonna win?
Yes, everybody's waiting for who's gonna win the NBA finals, and then
The
from
only
there,
person that wins is
and
the
then from
government.
and then from
True.
there, that become the center, right? That become the center of the new world. You have to understand, you are at the new world center, right? Where you think World Trade Center is at, right? The final, right, is happening, right? Where
In New York?
exactly where the World Trade Center is at, right? The World
Well, it's
Trade
gonna go
Center
back to New York now. It was
and
just
the
in San Antonio and they lost.
Twin Towers, right? Both of them is in the same city, and the NBA final is happening in the same city, right? So I'm
I
trying to
wonder
understand.
why San Antonio. I wonder what the symbolism behind Texas is. I could see New York, but in '99, somebody mentioned that in the beginning of the
They're
playoffs.
the two ends. How you don't get it yet? They're the two ends. They're the two far ends. Texas is the end where you get to Mexico, and New York is the end where you get to Canada, right? This is the two ends of the same coin, right? That they keep flipping, right, and anchor, right, the center on where they anchor the center on, where to give you the illusion of division of states.
But it's really not 9/11. The real September 11th is 7/11.
Yeah,
September is the seventh month.
that's the 9. That's the whole 9, right? The whole 9 yards, right? But
Mhm.
that's not what it thrives on. It don't thrive on the whole 9 yard. It thrives on on polarity. It thrives, right, on the two pillars,
I
on
know Max.
polarity.
I'm gonna ask Max what he thinks, but I don't think Max follows sports like that. I mean,
Y'all think it's about sports, and I'm showing y'all how it
I
is
don't.
about trade. I'm showing y'all how it is about trade.
I know what it's
And
about, but other people don't.
it's
Um,
about trade and control, right? That's all it is. So they, the system is coming to an end where they are creating a new way of trading because that way got exposed. It got exposed, right? It got hyped. Well, how you think
I bet
people?
you they're
Good.
gonna
It got
bomb New
hyped, right?
York again.
Good.
I have a feeling because the new money, when you fold the new money, it kind of looks like New York again. Um, People say New York's gonna get flooded, but I don't think so. I think like you heard about all these so-called meteors. Meteors don't burn green. Some lady made a very good point that metal, a lot of metals burn bright green when they heat up. I think these weren't meteors that are hitting. I think these are missiles, man. That's just my
Listen,
opinion.
listen. They got everybody focused on the chicken and the egg, right?
Mhm.
But the magic is in the yolk, right?
I'm focused on the fucking 9 millimeter.
They
Listen,
got you
Little
focused
teeny
on
tiny
friggin'
shit.
arguing about stupid shit.
listen to this right quick. The magic is in the yolk, right? And everything is happening in New York, right?
Mhm. No, they got everybody focused on arguing about stupid shit. Like, who cares? Just
It's all about the how the yolk, right? It's all about how the yolk of the egg becoming new again, becoming keep becoming the chicken and the egg. It's all about how is the yolk keep coming back
People
into
stay
the chicken
focused
and the
on the
egg.
past. They want to argue about shit that happened with our
right.
ancestors. We weren't even alive. So what the fuck?
Exactly.
And
Who cares?
people
Thank
want
you,
to
Charles. Who
argue
cares?
over religion, whose God's better, who came first, who was last.
Mhm.
We're all
Mhm.
being fucked over evenly. It don't matter if you were first, last,
It
eighth,
doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
dark,
We're all
light.
being
Religion don't
fucked
matter.
over.
Rich or poor don't matter.
You see now, right? When you put it all together, how it come back full circle. Remember, a couple of months ago, I told you that, how you kill that debate is about who come first and who come after. Is the real question should be who belongs here. So now, when you're looking at it
Mhm.
from a mediatic perspective, right? From the government perspective, now you can see
Government
how.
aren't human.
Hold on.
They're
Now you can
soulless
see.
Mhm.
something.
Hold on. Now you can see
Mhm.
how it is about aliens and human beings, right?
I
Us,
don't believe in
right?
aliens. I don't want to say believe. I know there's no such thing as aliens. But
Alien.
Yeah, probably.
Alien
Oh,
just
well,
mean
hold
alien just
on.
mean extra. That this is why French is the first language, and they had to pass the torch, right? And they have to decode everything. This is why Trump had to go to to the to meet with the president in France. But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is that in French they don't say aliens, they say extraterrestres, right? Is extra
Mhm.
uh is extra how you say it uh how you say um how what is the other word for aliens?
Mhm.
Charles, you know the other word,
What is the other way?
the other the other meaning,
What?
should I say, the other meaning for alien. One meaning, is that
what did
green
you
man.
say? My
What is
bad.
the what is the
Nah,
other
go
meaning? What is the other meaning for alien?
I don't know.
extraterrestrial.
What is it?
Exactly. That's how you say it in French. You see, in French,
Yeah.
you say alien. You say, the word for literally the word for alien is extra. Is that is the word that you just said? What is it again?
What?
Extraterrestrial, which means extraterrestrial means extra land.
Okay, before we get into that, I'm trying to tell you that that word right there is the word for alien in French.
They could come from outer lands, but I don't know about these planets.
Yeah, they know
That's
they
just
came
my
from other
opinion.
lands. I'm trying to tell you, they know that they're talking about people that come from other lands. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In French and other languages, right? That's direct, right?
Mhm.
That's direct, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to let you
Mhm.
know that they know what they're talking about.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come back as a shotgun.
So they're talking about
That's
people,
just that
people
guy.
that come from extra, extra earth, extra
Sorry.
land. So this
Mhm.
is why, the question about who belongs here and who don't, right, is the perfect way to kill the debate about who's first and who's last. No, nigga, who belong here?
Mhm. Who does? I mean, who has the right to even say who does?
No, the because the logic is, if there are other lands, right, other than
Mhm.
Americas and Africa and
Mhm.
Europe and Asia, right? If there are other lands than these lands, right, and there are people that came from these other lands and came to these lands, so the real question is, about civilization, about humanity, right? It's not about who come first; it's about who's belong here. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's the logic, because there are other lands that these people belong to. So now, whether they come first or second in that land, it doesn't matter, because that's where they belong to. Just like whether we come first or last in this land, it doesn't matter, because that's where we belong to.
Right.
You think people were created in the lab? Some of
No, I'm trying to
these.
tell you, I think people came from other lands, like they are saying. But because
Mhm.
there are so much resources in these lands, right, and they are creating loopholes, right, and time and loop times, right, for them to keep extracting these resources that we have here.
Mhm.
I mean, we see they doing it, in real time. And if micro is a real thing as above so below, why wouldn't it make sense that the same
Right.
thing that they're doing on a governmental level, they're doing it on a civilizational level?
Mhm. I'm hearing it. Yep.
I mean, we see every time we're talking about history, we're like, man, we think melanated people was here first, right? But we're looking at it wrong. It's not that
Mhm.
melanated people was here first. It's that, man, we're looking at history, man, and we see that, man, there is a people that belong everywhere, right? And there was some type of people that we didn't even know where these people belong to,
Mhm.
but they know where they belong to. So now we don't have to we don't
Jesus
have to
fucking
know
Christ,
where
man.
they came from, where they belong to, but the fact that we know they know, they just gotta go back.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't need to know where you come from, but you know where you come from. Okay, nigga, go back because you don't belong here.
Mhm.
I don't gotta tell you where to go. I'm not your boss. I'm not your daddy, your mama.
I'm not your mama. I always say that. That's my favorite thing to say.
But we're not
I'm
we're
not your
not we're
mama.
not approaching we're not approaching these things, from a indigenous perspective. We're looking at these things from a slave perspective, from a colonized perspective, from a dual perspective. Like, no, ain't no dual
Mhm.
perspective, ain't no Bible and this shit, man.
Mhm.
It's just a bull, right? It's a bull and a cow, period. Ain't
I
no
know
Bible in
Mhm.
this shit.
what's wrong with
But
these people. Why is their face all fucked up? Look at their mouth. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Look at this cat on the bottom right. He looks like a fucking schmalian.
again, I think
Look
these
at
are
that
the things
lady on
that,
the top left, yo. What's wrong with her, yo? Someone smacked her with a
again,
hot nickel. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, too many
I
plastic surgeries,
again, I think
fixing
I think
themselves.
these are images that they are providing to support the concept, the idea that alien is some
Yeah,
type
maybe the
of being.
walk-ins.
Oh my God, yeah, they look retarded.
I think
Like, they don't
you
look
know, look at. I
like
think by looking
humans.
at these people
Been
as
taken
if
over by a demon.
I think by looking at
Mm-hmm.
these people as if something is wrong with them instead of they doing something wrong. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's why keep this shit going on. Because we're looking at
Mm-hmm.
them like, look at them, man. Something is wrong with them. No, something is not wrong with them. They're doing something wrong. That's the thing. And I think as
Mm-hmm.
long as we keep focused on how they look, we will never, uh, uh, really, get to what they're doing and why they're doing it and how they're doing it.
And that lady
Mm-hmm.
on the top left got a mask on. That shit look fake. These are the people that run the
Yeah.
country, though, man. These child molesting fucking evil people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're disgusting.
I found some more giants.
I think
Look
English
at all
do a
these
good.
giants. Why is there little people on the bottom left and everyone else is triple their size?
I think English do a good job by showing that what you say and what you do is two different things. So I think
Damn.
people, I think people, can look evil, you know, and not doing evil, and people can not look evil but actually be doing evil.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if actions speak louder than words, I
Yes,
must
they do.
always pay attention to the action. And on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
we always say these people are actors. So why don't we focus on the act, that's being displayed?
They are
If we
actors. Yeah.
if we really gonna say these people are actors, they are acting. Okay, so let's look then on the act that's being displayed. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just think it's wild that we put up with this shit. It's amazing
Right?
to
Me
me.
too. Me too. I can't believe that more people aren't on board with like just what the hell are we doing?
well, you never. The thing is, I think we never get to see the movie because we focus on the actors, and you never
Mm-hmm.
get to see the movies. So yeah, well, this is why you're missing it, or we're missing it, right?
Okay.
And it keep being replayed over and over again because we never get to see the movie, right?
If you
Mm-hmm.
want to speak on anything, Max, you're more than welcome to.
Because if we know it's an act, right, that's being
Yeah.
displayed, and we never focus on the act that's being displayed, and we focus on how the actors are looking, right? So therefore,
Mm-hmm.
the same movies gonna always keep on playing. Different actors gonna take that role
Mm-hmm.
because the purpose is for the movie to be seen, right? It's the same reason why people keep
Mm-hmm.
having the same dream over and over. Why people keep having the same nightmare over and over. Why people keep going to the same situation over and over,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because the purpose is there is a lesson in it to be learned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If dogs had thumbs, we'd all be dead.
What?
Oh, man.
My cat would strangle me for a cat treat in a second.
I wanted to take that little, what were they called again, Candy? Damn. Uh, Shit. I forgot. I want to take that little guy home, man. I think I'm going to go see if he's there tomorrow. Put him in my backpack. Feed him some Doritos. Nah, I don't want to give him that poison. I wonder what I could feed him. Marmot, yeah. That poor marmot. He's gonna get eaten by the fucking vultures, man.
Oh, they eat rats and mice and stuff.
Those fucking vultures were eating his mother right across the street from where they
Oh,
are.
wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I think the mother got hit by a car, as usual, because these people
Yeah.
drive like
Oh,
savages.
yeah.
And then the vultures were swooping in. Because when I was going to the store, I seen the mother dead. And then on my way back, the vultures had swooped in and they were picking it apart.
Yeah, it's hard to
There's
kill one of those things. They're weasels, so they're tough.
man, I don't think you seen the picture, Max. I don't think you were here, but I was petting it. At
Yeah.
first, it tried to bite me, but afterward, well,
Yeah, go get that guy. He'll tear up your house really cool. Start digging in your couch and shit.
Ew. Oh, God. Mm.
Just like having a ferret.
I used to have ferrets. I loved ferrets. They stink. Even when you get them descented, they still stink. But they're
Yeah.
so cute. They are so cute.
Yeah.
Mine used to steal my jewelry and hide it in my couch.
Yeah, they love to steal stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she loved to do that. She would steal all my jewelry and hide it in my couch.
It's my shiny stuff. Yeah.
Yep. It was kind of cute though.
this is the guy right here. He had flies on him, man. I don't know.
Oh
He had a
yeah.
fly in his nose, but I was petting him for a
Hmm.
minute,
Hmm.
and then he was chilling with me for a good 20 minutes. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to feed him, but then some other guy walked up and he ran under the porch. He probably sensed that guy was psycho or something, but I was shocked that he was just chilling with me for a minute. I don't know if I don't know what happened to him, but he had like dirt in his nose.
Yeah.
I wanted to clean it out, but he wasn't having it. I don't even, I say that could have been a girl. I don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like last week, I seen 3 of them, but they were bigger than this guy. So I don't know. Maybe there's a whole family under there.
Yeah.
But the people knocked the old porch down. I went one day, and the next day the porch was knocked down, and I'm like, damn, they probably fucking misplaced them or something. But nope, they're back under there. Poor guys. Imagine your mother goes out to get you food, and then it gets hit by a car, and now you got no mother.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then
Yeah.
your
Go with
mother's getting
friends.
fucking hacked to death by fucking vultures.
I don't
Oh
think
God,
I
yeah.
don't think you realize that little thing right there is showing you something deeper than the layer that you've seen and the layer that you're explaining. You know, all of it is true. The layer that you've seen is true, and the layer that you're explaining is also true. But I think there is a
Hmm.
deeper layer that it's showing you that you don't see. That's also
Hmm.
true. You know, is how truth, right?
Hmm.
Can will always be truth, right?
Right.
Despite of how the lies is being told, right?
I heard something fish. You should feed him some fish. You probably like it.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
Naga's
saying,
voice
Chuck?
is kind of low. I checked
Yeah.
the settings, but
Yeah.
it is kind of low.
So you can hear me?
Yeah. Bring him some fish.
I hear you, but your voice is like a little low. I don't know if it's your microphone or.
Mm.
I was gonna feed him some cat food, but I was like, that don't
Yeah,
seem
that'd be
right.
good. Yeah.
I don't know. When I go back there, I'll check on them tomorrow morning and see if they're under there. Hopefully, it
We'll
won't be
bring him a
dead.
tin of cat food. That'd be cool.
Only thing I ate today was shrooms.
Yeah.
I hopefully, because it was weird that he let me walk up to him and chilled with me.
Hmm.
Usually these things will run from you, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was too injured. He didn't
Mm.
look. His feet didn't look injured. Just
He
his
doesn't look
face. Like,
injured.
Yeah,
Just
because
trusted you.
it's on the same vibrations, it's on the same frequency as you. Let me explain what I mean by that. You
Yeah, I
on the
think he just trusted you.
you on the frequency, on the vibrations, where you're looking for the underlying, right, structure of of things, whether it's reality, that this is why you do what you do with the image the way you do in your live stream, the way you do your live stream. right? So this is this is what you're vibrating on. This is the frequency, right? And and he or she can sense that, right? Because they're on the same vibration and frequency, right? And this is why they will come to you. Just
Mhm.
like you just like we building with you because we like, all right, we see Charles's lives, we see what he's talking about, and we coming in here because we're on that frequency too, or we can vibrate, whether we're not on it, but we can vibrate because we can do that. So we come on here.
Mhm.
Yeah, animals know, man. They could read your they'll know if you're a threat or not, or if they can
Mhm.
trust you.
Right.
Yeah.
I always
Oh my
wanted
God,
a
animals.
bird. I always wanted to have a bird land on my hand, but birds,
Mhm.
animals are mostly scared of humans because we fucking hunt them down all the time.
Mine aren't. I'm like Snow White out here. I have a ton of them in my yard.
Yeah, all the birds like me. So
Yeah, because they look
I
they
don't
looking.
just have birds. I have
Pigeons are
possums.
pretty.
I have groundhogs.
If you feed a pigeon, it'll be your friend forever, man. These pigeons in the city,
I
they
have
just
pigeons.
yeah, they're
they just
smart
move
too. They know
around
your
with
face.
their head bobbing.
Yeah, it's for
Mhm.
the same reason why when somebody is talking shit and
Their
then they
little
look
pea
at you.
brain.
Hold on. It's for the same
Mhm.
reason why when somebody is talking shit and they look at you and you're like, what? Why you? And then you're like, what are you looking at me for? Or you might not even say it out loud, but you're like, and you might say that, just say that to yourself, like, what? I don't know why you're looking at me for, like, right? Because you hear they talking shit and you can feel like, yo, like they talking shit, like, yo, whoever they talking shit to, that person is in trouble. And then you like, yeah, that's not me. Like, if that nigga like think that's gonna be me, nigga, it's gonna be a problem for him. So the animal is sense the same thing. The way we think, the way we vibrate, the way we move, it like something is wrong, and we're looking for like for the wrong thing. Like, yeah, like I know it's gonna be you. Whenever I find that wrong thing, it's gonna be you. So this is why whenever we find somebody, so we think it's them. Like, or we find something we think is it. So the animal, when they see us, they're like, yeah, nah, that's not me, nigga. Like, no, let me get up out of here before you think that's me. Because whatever you're looking for, nigga,
Mhm.
that's not me. So this is why when we vibrate in the right frequency, when we vibrate right and they see us, they're like, yeah, that's me. I've been here the whole time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's not even animal. People do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like they be trying to tell you certain things the whole time, and you pushing it to the side. You don't want to hear it, and then when you finally in
Mhm.
position, to hear it, and you be like, "Yeah, bro, I've been trying to tell you. Yes, sis, I've been trying to tell you. Yeah, remember when I told you this? Remember when I told you that?" So this is not like a personality thing. This is like a truth thing. This is a consciousness thing. This is a vibration
Mhm.
frequency thing.
Right.
You should have watched Max Bro Sanchez had a good video on he was talking about like the mountains, and there's a guy on there that was speaking on the Bible and the book of Enoch and stuff about these giants that were huge, and he made some good points. Like Bro Sanchez said, how come, like, I think some of these heads that people see in the mountains could have been like carved as like headstones for like castles and shit. Um, there's some good points on both sides that were made. Um, like I think there were giants that were like 13 feet, 14 feet, maybe
Yeah.
even 15 feet, but it's kind of hard to believe. In the Bible, someone made a good point. They don't never talk about female giants. They only talk about male giants.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that because females are always fucking suppressed. Don't you know that? They suppress females.
Well,
Females aren't
apparently
allowed to be told in
in the
stories.
in the Book of Giants, there was one female giant left, the Moonchild, but she unfortunately got killed. But they killed, like, the women were smaller, and apparently they just got killed.
Mm.
Mm.
So
They
Yeah,
suppress
because
That,
a
females
woman,
everywhere.
A woman
in
will always tell
everything.
you. A woman will always tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. But men are being conditioned to think that women don't like to hear the truth.
Yeah.
So they
Mhm,
withhold truth. From women. From the women thinking that they're protecting them. From something. But they're really protecting. From their insecurity.
mhm,
Being insecure of handling the truth. Of knowing that your strength don't mean nothing. Without your mental strength. Your physical strength
I
don't
want to
mean
get
nothing
that
without your
book.
mental
The
strength.
Book of Giant.
They say they were 3,000 L's, right? I
Yeah.
calculated that out. That's 6.66 miles high, which could be just symbolic, the 666. But, I think it's
mhm,
possible that some of them were maybe even that big, 6 miles high. Why not? I
That's
don't know.
not. Yeah, that's 6 miles high. I'm trying to think. 6 miles. I'm gonna see how far 6 miles would be from here to
It's pretty
somewhere.
big. It's pretty big.
Well, I
That's like
already,
from man. That's like from here to Hartford, maybe. That's
Yeah.
huge.
But I've
That
seen
thing would
I've
be
seen on the planet,
flapping
like
the moon.
when I did my search of the planet, I found like footprints that looked like, well, they looked like footprints, but they were about a mile long. And a mile long footprint would belong to about a 6 mile high person, if it's
That's what
real.
I wanted to ask you if you found any new information or anything.
No, no, just mulling
yeah,
stuff over.
yeah. I think the 666. We've seen it everywhere. Because it is the sum, right? It is the result. This is why they say that the base, of the system, you know,
mhm,
is being described as 666. Because
mhm,
this is the total. This is the system. Total. Terminated. Right.
mhm.
So
Right.
but it is really 23, right? It's really 2 3, right?
Mhm,
That they take to the 2 3, right?
mhm,
And they they take the calendar, they take the original, the indigenous calendar, the 6 days calendar, and the 7th day rest, and they take the 2 3, and they mapped it around it, and they create that a 600 year future projection. How
mhm,
when you make plan for 100 years, how 200 years. So they take that the blueprint that was already here when they came here. So they took it and
mhm,
they projected into 600 years. You know a plan. A projection. A
mhm,
manifestation, and
mhm,
and they take that when in that 600 turn into 6,000. This is how you get the 600 and the 6,000. But it's all from the 6 days and the seventh day rest with the 23. I did
mhm,
I already run that through everything, whether it's science, whether it's religion, and whether it's government, and
mhm,
it's all fit in right there.
mhm,
And from the timeline and it don't fit like just vaguely. It fits from a specific timeline, right? It fits from a specific timeline that's recorded in history.
mhm. That's true, yeah. Right.
So yeah, this is why I want us to start realizing, man, like we could build in a constructive way, right? We could
Mhm.
build in a constructive way
Yes.
where you know uh certain things certain things won't be in between, right? You could be the
Mhm,
direct, right? Tour, right?
mhm,
You could be the director, right? You could be the one literally directing your reality, right? And you are. You just don't know it. This is why you crash. When you crash, you don't understand. You're like, yo, I thought I was doing this. I thought I was doing that. Like, what happened? Yeah, because you know, you're not looking at the road you're
Okay, I'm
driving on.
sorry.
You're not looking at the road you're driving on. You're not looking at the other, vehicles, right? On that road, you're not looking at, right, the structure, right, of the highway, right? So, yeah, we can build in a constructive way, but a lot of people are not ready yet. A lot of people are not ready to be direct. This is why a lot of people they prefer, they prefer to be, indirect. Like for example, you could be, you could be doing something and you realize I'm doing it wrong. I could be doing something and you realize I'm doing it wrong, and you say, "Hey, bro, you're doing it wrong, right?" I'm like, "Nah, what you mean I'm doing it wrong? Nah, nigga, I know what I'm doing." So the way I wanted you to, to approach me is to be like, "Yo, bro, you know, can you look at this right here? What you're doing, bro? Can you look at this right here? Like, is it supposed to go that way? Like, are you sure?" For me to realize, oh no, bro, you're right, bro. Yeah, that's it. No, it's supposed to go that way. Yeah, damn, I appreciate that, bro, for showing me. Right? We like to be indirect, right? Instead of like admit that, nigga, you're wrong. Like, bro, you're wrong. You're wrong, nigga. Like, why do I have to go to, around the bush and tell you that you're wrong, nigga? Like, for you to realize that you're wrong on your own.
Somebody's got to comment on what he's saying so I know what he's talking about. I still can't hear you.
I
Oh,
mean,
Don's in the back, I
some
think.
people, it's crazy that you
I'm sure it's
understand
good
or you
stuff.
hear what I'm talking about, but even though you didn't hear me, but some people will hear me, they still don't know what I'm talking about.
I can't do nothing.
There's people listening right now. They hear what I'm saying, but they don't understand. They don't know it. Or should I say they're listening?
Charles, you got to come back. This is not going to be good with just me and Naga. I can't hear a thing he's saying.
But yeah, this is why right, alternate current. This is what it is, right? The direct current is too powerful, right? It's too powerful to handle, right? They direct, and I'm not talking about electricity. I'm talking about consciousness. I'm talking about reality, right? But I'm using the language of electricity to say what I'm saying, right? So again, right? The direct current of reality, the direct current, of consciousness, right, is too much to handle to some people, right? So they have to find a way to alter it, right? So they can receive it, and it's okay. If you need a receiver, if you need a mediator, but understand like that's not everybody, or that's not the totality. And this is why I say, we like to be ignorant because we like to ignore one, over the other, right? We like to pick and choose instead of just recognize, realize. Let me see what you're saying in the chat because I know somebody probably cooking there in the
Should be in your history too, Don. All right. I don't know if that'll work.
chat. Say that again.
Oh, Don's looking for a link.
Oh. Now I'm the lamb, LAMB, right? I'm the lamb.
I don't know if Charles is there though.
Yeah, I think this is like I think this is interesting, right? How language, right? Uh, being split, right? I think it's interesting how language are being split in the to create, the illusion of truth and reality, right? Uh, from one to another. It's interesting, and people call it, evolution. People say, their language evolved, right? But if the language evolved, right, why do we need to keep the original, scripts, right? To keep verifying, from the evolution, right? Why do we need the original script, for verification and the evolution, right? You would have to, you would think that, uh, the script will come from, right, from the evolution, right? But it don't, right? It come from the origin, right? It's the same script from the origin, right? That's being kept to verify, right, the evolution. This is letting me know this is not the evolution. This is a construction, right? This is what it is. It's a construction, right? The origin is the blueprint, right? And to construct it, in a way, you need the origin. You need the blueprint. That's how you build anything, right? So this is how, the civilization is being, modern civilization, keep being, rebuilt, right? It being rebuilt on the same blueprint. I think it's interesting using language.
Sorry about that. I had to make coffee. And that turned into a fucking mission. I had to clean out the entire fucking coffee pot. What a headache that turned out to be.
You're part of the cleanup crew. You just don't know it.
I wanna go
So
sleep.
whether you clean, you clean what's supposed to be clean or not, something's gonna get clean,
Hmm?
right? That's how it
Oh,
is. But did you hear what I was
you
saying,
want
Charles, about
you want the link, Chilster Deluxe? That's what he's asking for, the link. I just want to say I forgot the guy's name who came up a few live streams ago. I was listening to his live stream yesterday, man. He had a good live stream. Forgot his name. Who remembers when he came up? I don't know if you were here, Max, but
I
Don't
was
know.
here?
he
I was here.
he came up.
Just sleep.
We had a good conversation. I forgot his name, man, but he has an awesome channel. Let me see if I can.
But did you hear
Oh
what I was
yeah, that's
saying,
what I
Charles?
was doing. Huh?
Did you hear what I was saying about civilization and evolution? Because I was talking, but Max kept saying he can't hear me. But did you hear what I
You
was
do
saying
sound
about
a little low, but
No, I can only hear a little bit of what you're saying. It's really annoying. Well, not you, but it's that I can't hear you.
so I'm hearing the Jews wrote the Bible. Now the question is, what Jews?
Us,
That's the question.
Hmm.
us.
Mhm.
And what the fuck is a Jew? Do you
Wait,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh,
What
but their
defines the
stories,
Jew?
The Jew is the
their
one
stories
who
are from other stories from earlier. So
the Jews are the
Samson is Hercules or Achilles. They just steal all the stories and rewrite them.
the
I
original
wonder,
Jew,
because
the
hold on, look
original.
at the Ethiopian Bible. They say there's stuff in the Ethiopian Bible that can banish demons and shit. There's spells in there that can I'm
Yeah.
gonna get an Ethiopian Bible, but somebody said they ordered the Ethiopian Bible and they got ripped off because when they the Ethiopian Bible was no different from the King James. They just transferred it over.
Oh.
So some people are getting ripped off.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you see, this is why what I was saying earlier makes sense. What they did, what the Jews, the original Jews, are the ones, right, that drew the map, right, of the whole earth, right, and that wrote the future, right, and what was to reveal in the end days, right, of the world, not the
Mhm.
earth, because those that drew the map, right, and wrote
Mhm.
the future understand that the earth has no end, right? But the world that will be built upon the earth would reach an end, and what would be revealed at that end, right? So
Mhm.
the Druze, right, are
Right.
those that drew, right,
Right.
the whole map, right, the whole reality and the future from within, right,
Mhm.
from
Right.
within, because we understand that we are inside of the earth. We mapped it out, right, because we lived it, right. This is not something that we all imagined. No, we lived it, right? We are
Mhm.
one with it. It's in us, and we are in it. We understood that. This is the
Mhm.
principle that we are bound to.
Mhm.
These are the rules. So this is why what I was saying earlier was important when I said that I think it's interesting, how language, right, are being
Mhm.
split, right, to create the illusion of reality, right?
Mhm.
And we call it
Mhm.
evolution.
Right.
But like I said, but if it's evolution, right? Why do we need the original script, right? To for verification, right? In the after the evolution, wouldn't wouldn't that script wouldn't we have a new script, right? For the for this evolution, for the new world, for the modern world, right? For this new foundation, why do we need the original script? This is proof that the modern world is an illusion, right, of the original world that's always been there and always will be, which is Earth. Earth will always be here. Earth will never destroy. It is the world that we keep going around and build until we get to the end where there is nowhere for us to build again, right? Those who came here, I'm not talking about for the original people, because we were the inhabitant, right? We was already where we were, right? Which is in all four corners. I'm talking about those who came here. But yeah, I don't want to keep, it's not it's not preaching.
Who's ever eaten a Mama Mita coconut cream, these Spanish ice creams are banging. They're made in New York. I
So
bought some soda in a glass bottle. This is real soda. It's made in Brooklyn. And it doesn't have that synthetic fucking fake fucking motherfucking sugar.
this is
I like
why.
Yeah, I might get
Go ahead.
some fucking Mexican Coca-Cola today. I think I can get it at the store near me. It's supposed to be better.
yeah. It doesn't have that what is it called? That synthetic sugar or whatever, but
Yeah, an unrefined
the
sugar.
problem I bought some and the problem it still has that whatever in it. It still
Yeah.
has a chemical in
Phosphorate.
it.
Phosphorate. Right, that's
Yeah.
what you're trying to say. Phosphorate.
But Mexico don't play that shit. Like Russia, ban GMO. Now, Russian people look healthy as an ox. I see videos of people in Russia. None of them are fat.
Nope.
They're fucking healthy. They eat healthy. They don't put fluoride in their fucking water. And
Nope.
you know,
China,
why
China
don't we
banned
rise up
GMOs
as
too.
Americans and Canadians? Why don't we rise up and say enough's enough? We're being poisoned like never before, and people just rather cheer for the New York Knicks.
Right?
Fucking
I
insane.
fucking hate that Americans.
I'm
Oh my
telling you, it's a
We
sick
were
fact.
sending wheat to China for years, and they started refusing it because they said it was contaminated with GMO seeds.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Oh, for real?
I'm telling you, this is cause it's a
Darn.
system
we're
fact.
the only fucking place that wants to poison our own goddamn people.
Yeah.
This is not a system. This is not a system reboot, right? So there is no rising, right? And keep this thing going, right? This whole thing
Right.
have to crash. Everybody else is already woken up and they're waiting on
It
America.
has to crash. It has to
E-
crash. There's no other way.
Everybody, every other nation is already woken up to the fact of what's going on, and they just waiting on America, right? Because they every other nation is standing. They are standing with what they are, and they're making sure, right? They're making sure that
You said
America
people that are
is in
waiting on
alignment
America,
too.
huh, Naga?
Say that
Yeah,
again.
good luck.
Say that again.
You said other countries are waiting on America. I was like, good luck. Huh.
Mm,
No, they're making sure. They are making sure, right?
mm.
They are making sure too that America fall in lines because right there is no exit. There is no system reboot. Right. This is apocalypse.
America's soft.
This is apocalypse. This is revelation, right? The target have been identified, right, and it's being hit. The system is crashing. All
Oh,
passengers,
especially closer to the sun.
all
Even if the sun
passengers.
top of Mars got snow on it.
Listen again. All passengers is waiting on the captain.
What the hell is
Okay,
going on here?
listen. All
In the
and
summer, in the winter, the sun is
listen,
Seatbelt
closing.
on.
Who's
listen to
playing
what
the
I'm.
video?
I know.
So that there
Okay.
is something else going on.
Listen to what I'm saying, Charles. All the. Oh, go ahead. Somebody speaking.
The fuck?
Okay. Oh, what I was saying is, all the other planets, right? All the other planets are already standing, right, in the plane inside of the I mean galactic, right? So they're waiting for Captain America. That is the only planet, right?
I
And
don't
that
blame
planet is
people
and
that
that
hate
listen,
America.
listen. That is the only planet, and that planet is the captain, right? So look at it, from the perspective of the Avengers and the what's the other one? Uh the damn the other one with the planets, because it's two.
Nibiru?
Nah, bro, I'm talking about movies right now, bro. I'm talking about the Avengers. The Avengers,
I
the
don't know.
Avengers movies, right? And then there is another one. What is it called again?
What, it just came out?
No, they've been here, bro. They just make other versions. The Avengers been already here. They just make other version of it. And then there is another one. It's about planets. What
I
is it?
don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Uh okay. But like I was saying, is
I honestly don't know.
yeah, but I was saying, like, look at the other countries, right? Like other planets, right? Like how they describe them to you in the movies. Because, I'm trying to tell you these movies from the Terminator to the Matrix, to the Avengers, these are the same code that keep, telling, and evolve in different ways, right?
I
That they
watched the
like
new Mortal Kombat.
that's how countries, that's how they talk to each other. So I was trying to tell you, so America is Captain America, like in the movie, like Captain America in the movie, like the United States is that's what it represents, right? So that character in the movie, was basically, depicted America as the captain of the ship, right?
Uh,
Literally as the captain of the ship. So now that
um,
the ship is crashing because the target have been identified, right? And the ship is crashing. So
America
everybody
sucks.
so everybody is looking at the pilot. Hey, are we gonna die with you or are you gonna save us?
America's been defeated already. We defeated ourselves with all these agendas. Like, I never, like, in the 90s when I was coming up, my teenage years, political, most people didn't give a fuck about politics. And then somewhere along the line, the newer generations got all embedded into politics or politics. They think the left's better than the right and vice versa. They're all brainwashed to oblivion.
You call it
It's
politics.
sad.
I call it split reality.
People, I don't know if it was the school system or the parents. It's probably the school system because parents don't even raise their children. They'll throw a fucking phone in front of them. That's how children are raised now. They'll throw a device in front of their child and just let them sit there. People don't raise their fucking children for the most part.
No, even when I was a kid, all they did was told you to go outside, come back when it's dark. So, you know.
That was better though. Those were going outside to play with everyone in the neighborhood was way better than sitting in front of video games or a phone all day.
Yeah. It's
I had the best
parlay.
times of my life going
Mm-hmm.
outside and playing manhunt and smacking old people with nickels. No, I'm joking.
Well, yeah, you kind of had to learn to survive, where to go, where not to go, because you were all on your own,
We would play football in the street, or we'd go to the park and play baseball, basketball, whatever.
Exactly. I used to kick my son out. Like, okay, you can play video games for an hour or two, but then you're going outside and doing something else. So that helped. That he loves fishing. He loves basketball. Yeah, my son, I kicked him out.
Yeah.
Man, these fucking loud cars all day long. Loud at like, who the fuck drives something like that? How could you even hear yourself
But
think?
my husband is fine.
Yeah, playing outside. We had video games in our days, but for the most part, people were mostly outside. I had one friend
Exactly.
that played video games all day, every day. One friend out of all of them.
Well, we used to have the video arcade too, so you go to the mall and play.
Oh yeah, those were fun. Arcades, I remember that.
Fucking burn through quarters like crazy.
Yeah. My grandfather was too cheap to give me money though.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Graham, can I have $10? He'd be like, $10? Like I asked him for fucking $1 million.
We would scrape, scam, and steal to get fucking quarters, man.
There used to be an arcade down the street here, and it was like a pool hall in the back, and in the front they had all the video games. And man, this was like 1993. I used to go there in, I think, 89, 90, 91, back in them days. I forgot when it closed down. But nothing beats the 90s.
That was always fun,
The music.
You get a high score, it stays there for a while. You're like famous.
Yeah. I used to play like Street Fighter. Street Fighter. What was that other game? Oh man, it was close to Street Fighter, but
I liked Mortal Kombat. That was like my favorite.
Damn,
I used to fuck people up in that game.
No, not Shinobi. Damn, I forgot the name of it. If I said the name, people know what I'm talking about. It was one of my favorite arcade games. I used to go.
Asteroids, Space Invaders.
222.
My friend across the street, when the pizza place was there, when my friend parents owned the pizza place, they had that one game, and we used to always play it.
And then we had
I think it was
WWF.
Shinobi. No, not Shinobi. I gotta look it up.
Shinobi?
Tekken was dope.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Tekken was fire. I think it was Shinobi. Let me look that up. It was similar to like Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah, Street Fighter was good.
I used to always say they should make a video game with like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, all in one, but they already did that. I used to think about that when I was younger. That would be dope. But I think they already did that. It was Capcom versus someone. I forgot. I think it is Shinobi, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. No. Wait. Let me see. I'm gonna look up arcade games in the 90s. Fighting game. Fighting arcade games. 90. Or Street Fighter. Damn, what? Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Samurai Showdown. That's
Oh,
the one.
Tekken. Yeah, I love Tekken.
Samurai Showdown was my shit, yo. Samurai Showdown, I used to play that day in and day out.
Oh, really?
Who remembers Samurai Showdown? That was the shit.
No, I don't remember it.
What's up, Canna Dummy? I wonder what's up with these so-called meteors that have been hitting the East Coast here. People have been seeing,
Teeny tiny spaceships.
That's what I'm thinking. Some sort of government crafts are being shot out the sky.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more going on than we know about this Iran. I think Iran's annihilating the U.S. right now. Like, I seen this general was speaking that the U.S. He said the U.S. figured out that their warships are no match for today's technology. That they're sinking fucking the U.S.'s warships left and right with just drones. They're fucking annihilating the U.S.
Well,
They
what
don't want to
they're doing
admit
is they're doing a smarter thing. They're strategically disabling them so that they have to leave without like sinking them.
Good.
Because if they sink them, then people would flip out, right? That's the idea. So they're just
I think they
disabling them.
deserve it, man. They fucking picking the fight with Iran.
And one time they sent 500 drones at a ship.
Woo!
Yeah.
Damn, imagine that. You won't even see them coming because they're so small.
Well, they
Wow.
shot a lot of. They shot most of them down. That's the thing. They do shoot most of them down. Like they can shoot down a lot, but you know they calculated the numbers they need to get through. So
the U.S. got railgun.
They put those couple of extra drones in that will make the actual hit after they have exhausted all the defenses.
That's one thing the U.S. don't have is drones.
The thing is, they leave them alone right after. They don't, because once they take down their, most of their defenses, they could go in with a bigger swarm and just fucking sink the thing. But they don't.
Yeah, I think Iran's, Iran probably could annihilate the entire fleet if they wanted. Because China, you see, Trump was stuck in China's dick. You think China's scared of Trump? I mean, like, what does Trump think? Like, China's military is way ahead of the U.S., and he went to China trying to tell China what to do. Oh, if you help Iran, we're gonna... Man, you think China's scared of the U.S.? Come on, man. Trump's a little peewee compared to China. Like, China would bitch smack Trump back to the U.S. Like, Trump thinks he's some big dog. Like, Come on, man. China is not scared of the U.S. What threat does the U.S. have to China?
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. has never won a war. They couldn't win in Afghanistan. They couldn't win in Vietnam. They couldn't win against the Germans. It's a fucking joke. The U.S. is fucking pussy compared to any other country.
Mm-hmm.
You know? The U.S. never won a war, ever. They got annihilated. Every time they pick at a country, they get their boots smoked. Yo, people in sandals in the mountains whoop the U.S. ass. With AKs and sandals, we're annihilating the U.S. And the U.S. soldiers admit it. They said we were getting our ass stomped.
Yeah.
He said, even that guy I like to watch, isn't it? Sergeant Nicholas Irving. He was a sniper in the he was a sniper for the Army Ranger, which is way stronger than the Navy SEALs. But he was saying that it's a whole nother type of breed. These people that live in the mountains, they're so strong physically, and their whole mindset is to kill. They don't give a fuck. They'll give their own life to kill you. That's what he was saying. These people are no one to fuck with. They were raised to kill. And the U.S. is always picking a fight with Trump. I think Trump's whole point of this so-called Iranian war was to create a diversion that he's a piece of shit chomo. That was the whole point. So he picked the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's a piece of shit, and I don't understand how people back him. Why do people still think he's the shit?
We stick our nose where it don't belong. All the time. We do it constantly.
I think this could be I think this could be Trump's ultimate double jeopardy. Like Israel wants to expand, right? But every analyst says there's no way to really do it. So Trump just said, "Yeah, go for it," because he knows they can't do it. There's no way. They don't have any chance.
Well, Israel. People say Israel has no problem fighting Iran on it alone. That Israel has such a fucking military over there, it's unbelievable. But I heard that Israel is getting annihilated by Iran, but I don't know how true that is.
Why do they need the U.S. to do it then?
Yeah, that's true. I think Netanyahu's got a lot of stuff on these U.S. They're blackmailing them. They got to have something on them. Where Trump all of a sudden.
Well, and all the money that they spent too, right?
Yeah, it pisses me off that our government.
People will sell you out to war for money, no problem. Especially politicians.
We got homeless people up the wazoo, and they rather give $100 billion to fucking Israel than help our own people. I can't stand the government.
Well, exactly. I don't understand that. We have people dying in our own country, yet you're gonna give money to another one? Like, how does that make any fucking sense at all?
If that's even true, if they could be lining their own pockets with the money.
Yeah, I bet you they fucking are. Sorry.
Iran, Chilster Deluxe said Iran was selling their oil in Ching Chong money. No dollar. The military kicked in automatically. Yeah, they said Trump got control of the strait. So if that's the case, why isn't he letting anything go through? What a load of crap that is.
Yeah. Basically, what he did is he said they shut the strait, so he said, "Well, I'm shutting the strait." It's like, it's already shut. You had nothing to do with that.
He's the worst president ever, Trump. He surpassed Biden.
Listen, by the time Iran destroyed Israel, right, the people of the world will realize that, the thief is either escaped or the thief is already tied, right? He's already tied. The world will wake up to the fact that the beast is already tied and condemned, right? Or it already escaped, right? In return, it was an illusion, right? Everybody was sleeping. That's what's gonna happen. And either way, it's up to the thieves, right? It's up to the thieves, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
how the people, right, choose to see this truth that's going to reveal, right, to them
Right.
when it's revealed.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, when this whole thing started, I saw that, like, I asked my friend, said, "Oh, they're going to kick their ass." I'm like, "U.S. is going to kick their ass? How's that going to happen when the Houthis, just a small group of militants with like, some rocket launchers, can fucking make the U.S. run away? And now you think that going up against a country of 90 million with thousands and thousands of missiles and shit, you think they're going to have a chance? What a hope.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Different warfare now. You can't roll in these big platforms like fucking aircraft carriers and shit because they're just targets. You know, everything's just a target.
Well, that's what's called a safe crash in my lens of reality of interpretation, right? How I'm looking at this whole thing and decoding it, right? This is what I call a safe crash. They must, right? If they want to present this thing, this whole truth as an illusion, they must destroy, right? The very thing that that was enforces this reality to exist, right?
Right.
To
Yep.
be real. They must destroy it. Or, right, if they want to be caught, right, then they don't have to, right? They can just be everything right here. The proof is in the pudding, right? And they just get caught, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, real
But yeah,
currency is money.
it must happen. These are buildings, these cities, these places, they must be burnt down because that's not the reality. The true reality was already here before these things built. They was already here. The pyramids
Yep.
prove them. The pyramids predate, right? And it's funny how these realities are study sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
That build around the pyramids, right?
Yeah.
Civilization around pyramids, studies around pyramids, history around pyramids,
Oh, I
right?
love Papa Pyramids.
And
I
all
knew
these
that.
pyramids
No,
predated.
no, no, no. I'm sorry. I don't
Yeah.
mean to interrupt you, but yeah, that's the thing that woke me up when they started talking about Egypt in school. That's what did it for me. I'm like, all right, you motherfuckers are lying to me, bro. No, there's no way. And then I loved Egypt ever since that, and I knew they were lying.
So yeah. So it's either
Mhm.
right, it's either they destroy everything, right? They destroy, the overlying illusion, right? You know that uh uh that kept people from, from seeing the truth, from seeing who they are, that they've always been here,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Or they're gonna leave everything here, right? And then when the truth comes
Right.
and we're gonna realize that, you know, these cities are proof, right? These cities are proof,
Yep.
right? That our reality was hidden right in front of us in plain sight.
Yeah. I agree. Right from there,
So
like I
it's
knew, like no. I kind of always knew though. Like I knew things when I was little that like nobody ever told me. I was like, how do I know this stuff? It's from slide. Like I just need stuff.
Cause yeah, you are you
Mhm.
was from the beginning, right? So you
Mhm.
told them what's
Right.
going on, what finna happen. They didn't want to listen. You like, hey man, look, I'm leaving. I'm going to prepare a place,
Mhm.
but I'm coming back, right? And that's what's happening right
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
That place that you've been preparing for
True
yourself,
son.
you are right in that place right
I'm
there where you
kind
realize
of
that you've been knew everything.
Mhm. I kind of regret coming back now, but whatever. I'm here.
Oh,
Yo,
fuck
yo,
that.
Charles
That's the
Wise,
easy
what's
way
up,
out.
boy?
What's good, True Zone?
Yeah.
That's
What's
the
up?
easy way out.
What y'all been
Yeah, I
talking?
know.
What's the conversation? So I can jump in.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you want the easy way out? If you in a boat sinking, if you in a plane, crashing, right? Why wouldn't you want the easy way out?
I don't know.
what's the
I don't.
What's the
I don't
easy
think I'll
way
ever
out?
be on a boat crashing. Well,
Well, that's what the system is.
Like,
I'm basically metaphorize the system in that manner,
I missed
like
it.
as if it's
Okay.
a ship or a vehicle that's crashing. So if
the
it's
system is
crashing,
a toilet bowl.
no, but no, in the context I'm speaking. So if it's if it's a vehicle, right, and it's crashing, right, why wouldn't I take the easy way out? Why would I look for the most complicated way to exit, the crashing vehicle? Or, you know, because the most complicated way is to land it safe, right?
Much getting paid to crash the car.
The most important way, complicated way is to land, right? Is
Huh.
to land the plane safe. And if I'm not the captain, why would I worry about that road? That's going to create a resistance between me, right, and the captain. And now the plane is crashing. Both of us is dying. So either way, I'm taking the easy route because I'm not the captain. Why wouldn't I?
You know how they say captains go down with the boat? They're fucking bugging. I'm not. I ain't going down with the boat.
That's what I'm.
Mm.
Right? Hear me?
What idiot would do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the system is crashing, right? All the symbolisms, right? All the things in the media, right? The scripts, right? The plans, everything is laid so that it's
Down
crashing.
lower now, Naga.
Huh?
That was good for a bit there.
What?
I said you started to sound lower. Your voice.
He was probably speaking into his microphone for a while.
Um, does that make you less of a man if you don't go down with your boat? Like, what contract do they sign where you got to go down with the boat?
Well,
I don't get that concept.
that's a captain. That's a captain,
Yeah,
perspective.
I don't
you
know. I got
know.
my captain's license. I didn't agree to it.
Just like an airplane.
I can
Can you hear me?
pilot up to a 60,000 ton boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
How, yeah. How big is that boat? Is that like one of
pretty big. Like I don't know,
those boats that have what are them things called?
80, 100 foot.
As
You know
big
them
as the
boats?
system,
Pretty big boat.
as
The
big
boats
as the
that have
system,
those containers?
No, not one of those. He is specialized.
as big as shoes on head. Nah, let me stop fucking with you, bro, before you get off.
I just have my commercial license, and they do it by tonnage. You have to go for a different license to get a bigger tonnage of boat.
I want to go fishing on the West Coast. Like when I went deep sea fishing on the East Coast, I hear myself in the background. Anyway, you got YouTube open, Naga?
Nah, not me.
Um, the water looks dirty on the East Coast. I don't know if it's because of the algae,
A
but
lot of
the
silt.
Atlantic Ocean looks dirty.
A lot of silt.
The Pacific Ocean is so clear and clean compared
But
to
look,
the Atlantic.
but look, right quick, Charles. Me, the whole thing, responsibility, about going down with the ship, was you know
Mhm.
is only a matter when there are passengers because thing ship vehicles they have for example like a ship a airplane they have eject seat for a reason. Then they have parachutes for the captain or the pilot. So the pilot is only risking you know of his responsibility because of the passengers, right? That's what makes it complicated, for a passenger to, I mean, for a captain to just act like a passenger, versus, a passenger, just being a passenger, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So with great power comes great responsibility, and a lot of time people don't understand, right? The power they have, so therefore they neglect their responsibility and call it a
Mhm.
burden.
Well, I'm looking at the Book of Giants. I always wanted to download the Book of Giants. Um,
Yeah, good story. First rains, the Giants all got stuck in the mud.
yeah, it compares it. Says the Book of Enoch together with latter work, the Book of Giants stand as an attempt to explain how it was that wickedness had become so widespread and muscular before the flood. I think giants had technology too, like flying craft, and they knew about electromagnetic energy and all that.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
they had
course
all
they did.
these in the book. They had all these weird spirits. They had dark ones and light ones, and they were like little light sprites, I guess, or something that would like circle around them. And sometimes they'd use the sprites to do things. And apparently, some of the
Right.
giants were controlled by the sprites and shit.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just called them dark ones and light ones. They didn't really. That's it. You know, so some
I
of them
think
had dark ones, some of them had light ones.
So what would I be? Dark or a late
Um,
one?
I think we
No,
create. I think
you'd be the person that would have sprites around them. They're not people.
Okay.
I think we created giant. I think giant, the scientific term for it would be mass, right? The
Mhm.
it
scientific
says
term for giant would be mass.
it says
And
right
Right.
here the Book of Giants had long been known as Middle Iranian work, Eastern Aramaic. Wow.
Mhm.
yeah, so
Somebody got
again, like
YouTube open because I keep hearing my voice like echo.
I have it open, but
No, I closed mine.
hidden.
yeah, I don't have no YouTube open.
Zing Province.
But yeah, like I was saying, right? The scientific term for giant is mass, right? And mass is a modern, you know, uh, quote unquote discovery. But we know it's a construct with an equation, right? So
Mhm.
if it's a construct with an equation, or if it's a modern discovery, right? So
Mhm.
what were these things, right? What were they, right? Because
What were they?
they couldn't have been mass or giant because mass is a new discovery or a new construct based on an equation. But this thing was already what they were.
Hmm.
Am I making
Mhm.
sense or like I don't know?
Mhm. Hi, honey. Sorry, my husband.
Yeah, this is how you catch the thieves, right? With the
Mhm.
goods in his hand. This is how you catch the dog with the chicken in his mouth, right? The wolf, this is how you catch the wolf with the chicken in his mouth. Like, oh, I caught you with my chicken. You the one that been eating my chicken the whole time, nigga. Come here, right?
Mhm.
This is this is how you do it, right?
Mhm.
The proof is in the pudding because, like I, and you could do that with everything, right? It from modern from the you can do with everything from the modern world to the to what they tell us that's the old world, right? From what which because everything that they tell us in the new world, we can see how it directly linked to the old world, or indirectly linked to the old world, right?
Mhm.
So we can from right there where we see the direct connection or the indirect connection, right? This is where the chicken, this is where the wolf is holding the chicken in his mouth, right?
Mhm.
And if you can see it, you catch the wolf.
Mhm. True.
I gotta head out. Good talking to y'all. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off soon myself. Have a good day, Max. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'm
That
about to
was
jump off of here in like 15 minutes. I'm about to go make
Mhm.
So
something to eat.
so
Mhm.
Josh, so I connected, parasite, right, with pyramid site, right?
Mhm.
And and you can see how these studies, right, that's all being, you know, developed around these pyramids, right, are creating the illusion that we see today.
Mhm.
Even with God,
Like what?
right? Even with God, the the uh the the basis, right, is
What?
theology. The basis, right,
Mhm.
of like
Mhm.
of God is theology. And
Okay.
theology mean the study of, right? The study of God. Theology just means the study of God. It doesn't mean that God. It's just the study. So if theology is a study, and this is the
Mhm.
basis of God, right? So
Mhm.
what is God, right?
Us. We are.
Exactly. And Dios, right? Now you can see
Mhm.
why they call us the Indians, right? Because we were the people, right? That was one with God. So when they
Mhm.
see us, they're like, oh, these people are Emmanuel, right? These people are
Mhm.
one with God.
Right.
What the
So,
fuck?
what is so hard to understand about that? I don't understand what. Why
Yeah,
can't everybody get that?
I don't know. Ignorance,
Yeah,
education,
ignorance. Mhm.
education,
The fuck?
Ignorance, and yeah, they just don't want to see it. What do
education.
you call that when you're just like you don't want to see things? What's the word I'm looking for?
Blind?
Yeah, I was thinking of a different word, but I don't know what it is.
Education,
Oblivion, maybe.
education is the root of all ignorance, right?
Mhm.
The minute one become educated
Yeah.
is the minute that you started to ignore your own reality.
Mhm.
Not only you start to question your reality, but you start to ignoring your reality. This is
Mhm.
why we can look back and see that we was really alive when we was kids. right? Because we was questioning the education of our parents when we was kids. We was questioning the education, like, hey mom, hey dad, what's that up there? Oh, it's called the sun. Huh? Why is it called the sun? Oh, hey, man, I don't know. Oh, you gotta go to school, or we tell them some school shit, and they were like, they got more questions. They're like, hey man,
But
you
the
ask too
sun,
much
because
question.
they got it all figured out for us. You ever notice how these so-called scientists never say they don't know? They always got a fucking answer. That's the problem. They know it
Yeah,
all, these fucking people.
Oh yeah, of course they do. We know nothing. They know everything. Yep.
yeah. So
Whatever.
What's his
education.
name? That guy, Neil deGrasse Tyson. That motherfucker thinks he knows it all, man. He's always got an
Oh my
answer.
god. I
Who?
know. He's such an asshole.
Who?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Well, I think I got an answer for everything too.
Neil the
That's
ass.
I think I got an answer for everything too. That's the thing. Once you're able to, to fully see reality from your own perspective, not like from a compartmentalized
I don't know
perspective,
shit.
perspective, you have an explanation for everything. It doesn't mean that you know it for sure, but you can explain what you're seeing because you have a model, right? You have a model. So everything exists in that model. You can everything that somebody said from outside of the model in the external world, you can go inside of your model and and identify that exact thing and explain to them from that perspective. This is what this is what science
Pixel
does.
T said, "Hey Naga, your imagination has a driver's license, but reality keeps asking for proof of insurance."
No, 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 no. It's not reality that keep asking for proof of insurance. It is education that keep asking for proof of insurance.
Oh,
Right? Because my license come from reality, right? And the insurance is me.
you ever see in Ohio or is it Illinois? They got the serpent mounds. Yo, there's a whole lot they don't tell us about America, man. I think the Mississippi is the Nile River. I got this picture of the Mississippi. They got pyramids.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they're not telling us everything about a so-called America. If that was even the true fucking name.
I don't need them to tell me. I could tell them about this place called America because this my place. You feel me? And I know when they
That's
come
what
here.
Kodak Black says. They said, "How come?" Someone asked Kodak on his live stream. They said, "Why you wear the Jewish star? You're not Jewish." And he goes, "We're the real Jews." He goes, "We built this fucking country." I was like, "Ouch."
Yeah. So I don't need them to tell me about this place. I could tell them about this place because I know when they came here. So I could tell them from the time they come here, right? I could tell them, right? And from before, right? And what they didn't know, right? The things that they're looking for, right? We here to reveal it to them, to let them know, like, yeah, what you're looking for is in the map that we give you. It's in the scriptures. It's in the reality that
I got such a headache.
that we give you. Yeah. This is
I
what
don't know.
this is what the comforter is coming for. The spirit of the comforter is not coming to fight or is not coming to reveal anything, right? It's just coming to confront, right? That everything has already been revealed.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yes, everything was already revealed, has been revealed from the beginning. It has been written
It
and
says
shown and demonstrated.
Watson break. You ever heard of Watson break?
What is it?
It's called Watson break. It's supposed to be the
What's
oldest
in the?
the oldest mound complex in North America. It's in
Okay.
Louisiana.
Uh
I'm looking up The old mound builders of America. I'm researching the mound builders of
Mhm.
Schmuckerica. I wonder why Britain runs Jamaica. I've always wondered that.
Because Jamaica is the gem. It's the gem. It's the sound gem. Welcome to Gem Rock.
I love
Right?
Jamaica.
Yeah,
I've
Jamaica
never
is the
been there,
gem.
but I like how they live off the land and they live in the mountains and stuff. This guy I was watching, I forgot the guy's name of his channel, but he's a Rasta and he lives in the mountains and he was showing the natural banana plants and all this natural stuff that grows in the mountains.
You
And
don't see Jamaica, you don't see Jamaica is the only people that's kind of like Haitian, like wherever they go, they carry the culture. Like when I see the culture, like you could hear it. You could hear when a Jamaican speak. Yeah, you Jamaican?
yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell the difference for sure.
The only difference between the Haitian is that y'all mistaken us for
I could tell
African.
the difference between a
Oh.
Haitian, a Jamaican, a African,
Now,
uh, a so-called black person in the United States. I could tell the difference.
the only difference is you're mistaken us for African because you think we came from Africa. So
The only
when
difference
you're
is, well, their looks too, but their language and you know how they speak too.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's the originality. You carry who you are. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are wherever you go. It's not an act. You just being who you are. And some people, they calculate, right? Every step, they're like, oh yeah, man, I'm trying to go over there, so I gotta be this way. And after that, I need to go over there, and I gotta be that way. And then in that mix of calculation, you get lost. This is why a lot of people like us, we don't even get into the theories that they over here, talking about in science. We're like, nah, man. Like a lot of people us wasn't even good in math in physics, right? Because we're like, man, like nah, like nah, that shit is too complicated for me. I get lost, and that's it. And that's it. That was the exact
Um,
plan is to build something so complicated, right? I'm the only one that can lead you through it. You need me to get through it. And they learn
like,
that from us, right? They learn that from us. Because after once we realize what the mission was, right? Once we realize what the mission was, right? And we gave them what they asked for. We didn't fight them, right? When we realize what the mission for, we didn't fight them. We gave them exactly what they asked us for. But we're making sure that they needed us, right? We made sure that they needed us, right? To navigate, right? To use it, to understand it, what it means, right?
what time is it? I'm about to jump off here in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
So yeah, they learned that from us. So this is why they reverse engineering. So whatever they built, right? You need a manual instructions because we give them the original manual, right? By making them mankind or calling them mankind, making them a kind of man, right? Like us in our image, right? This is why they truly understood that we were the true, children of, of God. They just have to see for themselves.
Not everyone's the children of God, though.
I'm talking about us, so the indigenous people, because you know what I'm saying. Me, every time I come, from a Haitian perspective, I'm coming from an
We're all
indigenous
indigenous
perspective.
somewhere.
No, I'm talking about me personally because I like to speak from different perspectives. A lot of the time, I speak from a general perspective, but in a lot of instances too, I speak from a indigenous perspective, and I anchor that indigenous perspective and Haitian culture and Haiti because I wasn't born in America. in the United States. I wasn't born in the United States, right? Uh, I don't know my lineage in the United States, so I'm not fit to, try to anchor. So when people say, "Oh, you're trying to be like us," for it to be true, no. When people look back in history, when people look back, they'll always realize that I never wanted to be like, like uh, an American citizen, right? I've never wanted to be that.
I'm a citizen of the moon. What the fuck? Oh, this is very interesting. These mound builders. Very, very interesting. What if it was interesting? What's interesting? I think
Meaning
it's
that it's
wild how
something,
when we're
it's
born
something
into this shithole called society, they got it all
interesting.
figured out for us.
Interesting means something is resting from within, right? Because the kingdom is from within, right? So everything is resting from within.
Yeah,
So
old dirty
when
bastard said he keeps the planets in orbit.
Mhm. So when
Look,
you
Wu
find
Tang
something,
taught me more than any school could ever teach me.
good.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanna be
I
happy,
agree. I love
if you
routine.
if you wanna be alive, right? Anchor yourself in things that only in things that's interesting to you. That's interesting to you. Because people like to, put you in a certain box when you're not taking no interest in what they got going on. And a lot of time, we like to ignore the thing that we are interested in, that's interesting to us, and tap into the thing that's interesting to other people.
Yo, these
That's how you
cars are
become
annoying.
colonized. But yeah, that's how you become colonized.
All right, guys, I'm about to jump off of here. I'm about to
So Charles, so
go
you
to the
already know
moon.
when I go, you already see when I'm back, when I'm coming back live, you already see how I'm coming. You already see this is
Yeah, I don't know why you don't go live. You haven't
it's
been
because
live in like 10 years.
it's because yeah, you gotta prepare the land before you even you know
Yeah,
plant
it's
the
been
seed.
a minute, man. You don't even go live. It's been a
That's what
long
I'm
minute.
saying. Like I said, you gotta prepare the land before you plant the seed, right? So this is what a lot of people don't do when they receive new information, what they call downloads, right? So they don't take the time to sit with it and organize it, right? And have an expressive, and find a expressive outlet for that, right? And this is why they run into conflict, and trying to share your own experience. And it's not supposed to be like that. Sharing your own experience is not supposed to be a conflict because it's your experience, and you just choose to share it with other people. So yeah, I'm
Um,
taking the time. Good.
go ahead, finish what you're gonna say, because I'm about to jump off. But where do you
Yeah, I
get
was
your
just saying,
microdosing at?
Mm-hmm.
Michael.
Where are people getting these shrooms
Sure.
from?
I don't know. I have a dude that I get them from. I go to the pond and he gives me shrooms.
Damn.
I know. I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah, because I can't find them. Not next year. I'm about to go to a farm and snap a cow and take a shit.
Yeah. You
Nah,
Yeah, I
there's
should.
don't.
somewhere on the internet that you could order candy bar shrooms, but I forgot the website. I was gonna order some and take
Well,
like
that's
two
what I was
candy bars.
wondering. If it doesn't get me in trouble, I can mail them. But I don't want to get me in trouble.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
do shrooms,
I can
so I
get them.
wouldn't be able to tell you guys. I don't do shrooms.
You don't do shrooms? Oh, shrooms are fucking awesome, bro. Come on.
You
Weed
gotta
is
put him
mushroom.
inside a teddy bear or something. How you gonna get in trouble?
Weed is
Okay.
What?
mushroom. Weed is mushrooms. That's what I use.
I know she's a fierce little. I can put it in a teddy bear, sure.
All right,
Alright.
guys, I'm jumping off here.
Oh,
Peace to
come
everyone in
on.
the chat,
Alright, thank
and
you.
I'll maybe go live tomorrow. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you better.
Peace. Peace.
Please go live tomorrow.
Damn, Naga, he didn't even say peace. He just dipped out. All right, everyone, have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.
Okay, you too. Thank you, honey.